Greetings and welcome back to King's
Hi.
Campaign 2, Curse of the Dragon Goddess. I'm ignoring him. Where we last left off, the Veilwalkers were in a brutal battle against Chancellor Lazivos down in the second layer of the Burning Hells. They fought harshly, Mighty Jeff being a great helper boy and getting the shit kicked out of him.
Who was that guy?
My God, how dare you? How dare you ask who that was?
Rather than suffering pure brute strength, the devils were nefarious in their attempts to create deals and apply status condition upon status condition, weakening the Veilwalkers' abilities to fight. However, they persevered nonetheless, using everything at their disposal. Yeah, they exposed themselves. There we go. They exposed their true skills and used everything at their disposal to
Their skills, you say?
to apply critical damage to the various devils, eventually beating the Chancellor down. And it was Spaztok himself, the one who basically did nothing for the entire fight, finally breaking free of all the conditions weighing him down, and finishing with one mighty blast, throwing a rock through the Chancellor, killing him in his own domain, which could very much mean the Chancellor is gone for good. Upon the defeat of the devils, they claimed the treasure that Lazivos had and grabbed the both proof of his death as well as the stamper with his seal on it to give to Zul'Dun and clear themselves of their debt to the Lich. Just before they all left, the Veilwalkers, minus Lucian, were greeted by Lucian's true father. That is right, Alistair himself materialized into 8th City Advocacy Series, claiming that he was willing to strike one more deal with the Veilwalkers in exchange for leaving him to his own devices and allowing him to basically conquer this system, thus giving himself a hellish promotion.
Jeez, fuck.
He would be willing.
Sorry, I got jump scared by my cat.
Oh.
Fuck. That scared the shit out of me.
He would be willing. Yes, devils are very scary. He would be willing to stay out of their hair. Well, seeming that they wanted to mean more business, the lawyer of the group, Arius, slapped down documentation to sign an actual contract using the new quill that they got that forces people to adhere by the contents. And the agreement was made. In exchange for leaving Alistair to be in the Hells and giving him this structure without putting up a fight, he would free Lucian of the contract that they hold, in which Lucian, his own son dying, would meet him in Hell upon his death. Thus, basically, signing his parental rights over. And then though the devil hesitated, almost showing a glimpse of the humanity that might be deep, deep, deep trapped within him, he did the right thing. At least you could think that. And he signed the deal. He will take up his end and stay in the Hells. And that means the Veilwalkers are now free of another monstrous presence in their lives. They returned back to the Trueblood family estate, greeted by Zul'Dun, who is, he is come to collect. So, everybody, you are in.
Roll initiative.
That is not what I was going to say. You could if you really want to, but I'm not suggesting it right now. You are
Right now.
reunited with Lucian, and he was spending some time speaking to Arius's uncle Liam, who is the one who isn't drunk or nearly dead. And a cloaked figure that is both terrifying to Liam Trueblood as well as familiar to all of you. Zul'Dun stands before all of you, basically levitates off the floor with a cloak around him to hide his skeletal features. As adventurer, I have come to collect. Have you finished the deal and has Lazivos perished once and for all? Now this is where you guys talk.
I don't have the thing. Who picked up the thing?
Arius has the little the stamp.
Sorry, my bad. I was changing mics.
He's got the stamp. And he's also got the proof of his kill.
I forgot who the main character was.
Did we long rest?
No, we
No.
only just left.
You just got out. You're still all beat up.
Was I healed a bit or?
No.
No.
Man.
Who's you, anyway? Who do you think you is? Crazy.
Am I good now?
I
Yep.
think so. I hope
Okay.
so.
Yeah, we got it. Not easily, might I add. And I'll hand him over the items.
He will do as he did with your money before, and seeing both the pendant and the stamper, he will just wave his skeletal hand over yours, and as his hand passes by, the items you feel the weight go, and they just vanish basically from existence now magically in his possession. Very good, adventurers. I am most pleased with this transaction. Consider this your debt paid today, and I hereby release you of any oaths you owe me. I look forward to seeing your business at my shop once again, though once your tensions against me have lowered, of course.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. What exactly are your intentions with that stamp?
The stamp. I can likely sell it to a high-priced buyer. Do not worry, the magic within it is only good for stamping legal documentation. No devils will be able to contact this world. I can sense the concern in your souls. I just simply look to make profit, possibly trade it for high-powered magic item.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well just roll insight just to see.
Okay.
No, it's only a 6.
As far as you know, he is telling the truth.
All right, well, I suppose job's done then. If I find out you've not kept to your word and you're up to some nefarious shit, don't think I won't turn on you.
Adventurer, should that day arise, I will enjoy someone finally trying to put me in my place. But this is not the time for that. You have bigger fish to fry, or should I say dragon. Until next time, I be seeing you. And he just like black clouds like fly up from his feet to his head, and he just dissipates from reality.
I know I'm also undead and all, but that guy still gives me the creeps.
Your uncle walks up. Who the fuck was that?
A shopkeeper here in Alakara, a lich by the name of Zul'Dun.
That's so... I heard he was a madman. I didn't think he literally... Oh, I feel like I'm gonna faint again. Oh, I gotta sit down. he just squats down.
Good idea.
Arius, my boy. What in the gods' names have you gotten yourself mixed up in?
That's a bit of a long story, Uncle.
Well, I suppose you're probably on a tight schedule. Maybe you can give me the details when our family's in one piece again.
Yeah. Though I still have no idea where the hell I'm gonna find Nigel.
I'm not quite sure. Evan and I tried liquidating all of our assets before he could get away. Anywhere he owns now is probably privately owned by only him and his subordinates.
You haven't had a chance to check his room and all, have you?
I was petrified, so no.
Well, alright. I might as well see if I can dig up any clues in there. And I will head off to wherever Nigel's room or, any other place that he would normally keep all of his things and see if there's anything left over that could give me some kind of clue.
So, you know that your father basically is a pity prize, because he kept his room very clean. He had a workshop. It was basically, he's like the only one in the house granted an extra room, which was like, your dad's way of being like, I know you're not going to be head of the family, but here's a room you can work in, so...
Mm-hmm.
So he hates that room, but he did use it. So you can, if you want to go there, the door's closed right now. It's got his sign on it that says Nigel's room, keep out, or we'll have a problem on it.
Yeah,
No
I'll
girls
try
allowed.
I'll try the knob on it. See if it opens.
It does slide out of the little latch, so it is open or unlocked.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and push that open.
Okay, you push it open, and you hear. So I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
All right. That is 22.
22. Let me double check the notes. Yep, that's enough. So as the giant hammer that falls out of the ceiling and flies right at your face, you're able to get out of the way as you just feel it whoosh past you and a breeze through your hair.
Oh, jeez, Nigel. All right, I'll slide past the trap, and as I walk in, I'll keep an eye out for anything else he might have hidden in here.
Okay, would you like to make a perception or investigation check?
Yeah, I'll do investigation. Let me
Okay.
get back to my 25.
25. Okay. So, looking around the room, it is kind of a mess. You don't know him to be very messy, but there's a couple large desks, one shorter than the other. There's a bunch of papers and documentation on them. A lot of them are just about, like, law cases that he was either a part of. You can tell some of them are people who should definitely be in prison that he was working on trying to get out of prison. There's a jar of bottles that look like they could be for potions. However, the contents in them would strike you as they don't actually have any effects currently. He was doing a lot of tinkering in here. In the big desk, there are some drawers. Most of them are kind of like open, and there's like pencils and things hanging out of them. There is one drawer you spot that is completely closed, and there is a keyhole on it.
Okay. Well, I mean, just to make sure it's actually locked, I will go ahead and tug on it.
Okay. It is, as you do tug at it, it is locked. I will note that as you pull on the handle, you hear a strange, like, as you yank on it, you hear like a and then when you let go of it, you hear as if something, with your investigation, something was almost getting revved as you were pulling on it.
One more.
Guess you don't want me looking in here, do you? Let's see. What could I do here? Do I have anything that could... Okay. Well, I do want to use... Oh, wait, maybe... Mage Hand is only, like, a singular hand floating, right?
That is correct.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to stand to kind of the side of it, so it's like I'm not sitting like directly in front of this drawer. In one hand, I'm going to take one of my thieves' tools, and then I'm going to use Mage Hand for my other thieves' tool.
Okay.
To try to pick the lock.
Okay.
That way, if I do unlock it and then pull it, whatever trap. Well, actually, hold on. Now that I think about it. Well, okay. Let's just try to unlock it first. We can worry about that later.
Okay. Go ahead. So one hand off to the side awkwardly, and then the mage hand working in tandem.
I forget what you had me roll for.
I believe it is a straight dexterity check with thieves' tools.
Straight dexterity.
So, yeah. It's just thieves' tool. If you're using thieves' tools, it can make the DC a little lower. So.
Yep. It's a 19.
19. You hear something start to click, and then you just get your piece gets like stuck in there. You have to like kind of just yank it out. It was not enough of a skillful endeavor to unlock it.
Okay. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick and try to find Zelia.
Yeah, I'm here.
Everyone else is basically all
voice.
worn out. Yeah, they're all worn out. And
Yeah, I
just
would
kinda
actually
moping
like
around.
while Arius was on that, like on his little endeavor there, they would have went up to Lucian, and first of all hug him, and then
Woo! Hugs!
while hugging, say, "You're unbound."
Well, I don't remember being bound at all currently. I don't know what you mean.
Your soul is free.
But how? Like that would imply that you met.
Yeah.
Oh bollocks! He didn't make any of you sign up for anything shady, did he?
Well, no. Other way around. Kind of. Not shady, but Arius drew up a contract. He stays down there in the hells. we don't interfere with him, and your soul gets freed. That's the basics of it.
Well, all right then. I mean, Gods, okay. I'm a bit lost for words. Well, thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm relieved. Truly, like, I cannot thank anyone enough.
Spastok, pilot, did you not... You spoke to him before we left, right? Didn't he... Did he say anything to you?
Well. He told me to tell you that, or whatever it's worth, he's not disappointed in you. Take of that what you will. I know how you will interpret that.
Huh. Interesting.
For what it is, he seemed genuine whenever he said he was disappointed how things turned out. But satisfied.
And gone.
Yeah,
That's the
at
most
least,
important part.
at least I don't have to deal with him anymore.
Right. Right.
No, Arius?
Hey, Celia, you don't happen to have any more fuel in the tank, do you? I've got a locked drawer up here that I'm not quite able to open myself.
Yeah, I can do a little bit more. And do I have emboldening bond? I think I have for 2 more. Yeah, I have 1 more. I will emboldening bond all of us then.
Okay.
And then leave me to it. I'll guide you when we're there, just in case it's longer than a minute away.
All right, thanks. And yeah, I'll lead her back to Nigel's room.
As he's going up the stairs, I'm gonna call up to him. You've got this, big man. And I'm gonna bardic inspiration him.
Okay.
He just gives you a thumbs up as he walks out the door.
Yeah.
I don't
we're
like
up there.
compliments. Yeah.
Stop being nice to me.
Thanks, Dick. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, once we're up there, I'll give you guidance as well.
So you have, so you can make the check again. So the DC goes up, but now you have a D4, a D4, and a D6 to the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys.
And I will make sure, Zelly says like, I will make sure to sell. There's definitely some sort of trap in here, so just kind of stand outside the door just to be sure.
Can I try and look for the trap, actually?
If you would like to.
Yeah, oh, that would probably be investigation, right?
That is correct.
You know what? Fuck it, we'll try, baby.
Okay.
I can give you advantage on it. If you tell me that's what you're doing, I can give you advantage on it.
Yes, I would be like, where just anywhere in the room, or?
It's connected to this drawer. It's locked, but when I tried tugging on it earlier, I heard something inside of it. It's probably meant to be activated when the drawer is opened, but if we can find out where it's coming from, that might help.
Let me see. And I'll lean in, indicating that I'm now investigating.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have advantage. I'll help you look.
Oh my god. Wait, this is actually not even too bad. And I get a D4, baby. This is so sick. I love emboldening bond.
Don't we all?
I got a 20.
20. Okay.
Yes.
You spot
No way.
something.
Yeah.
Along the base of the drawer at the bottom, you see some sort of little cable. The desk is basically, I mean, it's like a standard desk. Like, you can put your feet under it. You know, it's got the two, like, big sides where the drawers are as, like, legs, and then there's, like, the center of the top. So, the drawer is at the bottom right corner. the little cable kind of sticks outwards from the bottom of it and then goes backwards, like through the side of the desk, and you can see it warps around to the back of it.
Oh, look, there's a cable here that goes... And I'll go to the back of it and see where the cable leads to.
So you'd have to move the desk because it is so close to the
Ah.
wall you can't really see what's over there.
Okay, then. This cable seems to lead behind the desk, but... We'd have to move the desk so we can see where it goes. Wanna try?
Yeah, just move it a little bit though. We don't want to accidentally set it off.
Yeah. Moving the desk.
Okay. How much do you move the desk?
Let's. I guess probably like a few inches at most right now, just to
Okay.
see.
Okay. 3-4 inches ish, just so you can get some
Yeah.
view room in there. Okay. So you move the desk out, at least the side, like the one side of it, and as you pull, I mean the desk is heavy, but you don't have to roll for anything. Any one of you is strong enough to just move a desk a little bit. As you move it, or as she moves it, or as you do, you hear just a couple. Looking at the backside, once you stop moving the desk, you see the cable. It goes past the desk, and it goes through a tiny little hole that is embedded in the wall. However, the cable now, where it might have been a little lax, is now pulled completely taut.
Wait, so the cable goes through the wall?
The desk doesn't, but the cable does, yeah. So you pull the
Yeah,
desk
yeah,
away from
there's
the
the
wall,
cable,
there's
yeah.
a tiny hole, like, if the cable wasn't going through it that you were looking at, you might not even notice it. So, but yeah, it's going into the wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
it's not
point
welcome back, Castle Natar.
I'll point
I don't want to talk
the
about it.
I'll point towards it, look at Ares and be like, yeah, it goes into the wall?
Good spot. Now, whatever it is, it's likely to activate once the cable's been set free. Reminds me of another trap we ran into a long time ago.
Any idea what to do?
The drawer, is it underneath the top of the is it underneath the top of the desk, or is it like is it like the bottom drawer?
It's the, yes, it's the bottom drawer, yeah.
Okay. Let me take a look underneath the drawer. Is it kind of like... It's kind of just like... I'm trying to think of how to word this. The bottom drawer, underneath it is kind of just like regular... Like, just like a regular wood. Rather, are there any, like... I don't know. Screws probably wouldn't have been invented yet. Or maybe they have. I'm not really sure. I guess I just kind of...
nails are
I
a
kind
thing
of...
to build.
Yeah,
wooden
yeah.
houses.
I guess I kind of just want to see. I kind of just want to see like how the underside of this is put together.
So okay, I think I got what you're talking about. So like so it's the bottom drawer, and then there's like the foot of the desk that it sits on. So the drawer like face itself protrudes out about an inch, and it's like a rectangle. And then there's a little handle on it with the lock. The drawer itself is in this leg of the table, and like if you look across the underside of the table at the leg, it's just all flat wood. So this drawer is like embedded into it. From what you can see where the cable is, it's pulled up right like tight against the side of the desk, and you can notice that in like where it goes into the drawer, there's just the tiniest amount of an opening carved into the side of the drawer for this cable to basically fit through and like be a part of it.
Okay. In Nigel's room, you said it's kind of like a workshop, right?
Yeah, there's no bed or anything in there.
Yeah. What kind of tools do we have at our disposal in this room?
So for some weird reason, chains hang from the ceiling, and the tools are like attached to them across the sides of the walls, and they're like hooked on things. And so there's a couple of hammers. There's like a knife. There's some like they're kind of like screwdrivers. They're almost like they have like little holes in them, and they could be used to like twist nails out of things. There's like a grabber, like a pair of like pretty solid looking tweezers. You wouldn't use them to like pluck a hair. You'd use them to like pull something out,
Remember, I barely know her.
My God.
Okay. And so things of that nature, like there's nothing like super bizarre that you would see. You know,
Okay.
maybe a pickaxe is the
Um,
weirdest thing you'd see. So
Yeah. Let's go. I want to take that tool you said that looked like it might be able to take nails out, and I want to see if I can like find a section of the desk where that bottom drawer is, where I can like take one of the walls or the floor of the drawer out, so I can like remove the contents of the drawer without actually triggering the trap itself.
oh, okay. Okay. Well, you can easily take the tool. Nothing happens.
The house
I'd say. What was it?
I said the house blows up when you pick up the hammer.
Well, yeah, if you're taking the little it's the little tool. You know, it's got like a leather handle, and then there's this metal piece that comes out, and it's like, you know, it looks kind of like a screwdriver, except at the very end it's round, and then like there's like it's like a little wider at the end, and then it goes like in like an inch or so, where like it could grab onto something and kind of like, you know, pull something into it. So you grab that tool. On the inside of the desk, it's just flat wood. On the outside, like the side of the desk, you notice it is nailed in. So this, like, to make it look nice, there's like 4 nails, one in each corner, basically holding this like wooden plating to the side of the desk. So
Okay, and this is the side. This isn't the side where the cable is going into, right? This is like the complete other
right, this
side
is the
of
other.
it.
So the cable goes around the interior of the desk, basically, like the underside where your feet would be. The nails that you're looking at are on the outside of the desk where you would stub your toe against it if you walked past it, you know. So
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Let's try taking that panel off of it.
okay. It's gonna take a little time. It's gonna take a few minutes to really get this tool correctly, like around the nail, and then to properly, like, you know, twist it and pull it out. So it'll take you a couple minutes each because it's kind of awkward, and you really gotta like twist them loose to pull them out. But eventually you do get it, and even as you pull the last one out, the wooden panel starts to slide back a bit, so you have to like put your hand on it to keep it flat. Are you gonna remove it?
In the little bit that it did move, did I hear the trap go off, like start to rev up again?
You do not.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly start to kind of slide it out
Okay.
and just keep listening.
As you keep going, you do not hear any of the continual ticking. It's seen, and as you eventually get enough of it back, you look down and see that it isn't, the other side of it is not attached to anything else. It was just nailed there.
Awesome. Okay. Then yeah, we'll just remove that panel completely.
Okay, and then you can see the 3 drawers that are in it. The 2 are already open. You kind of like opened them and already probably looked in them, and there was just nonsensical stuff. The bottom one, it's kind of hard to see because like in between each drawer there's only a little gap, so it's hard to see into it, but you could probably slip like something into there to grab.
Would a mage hand fit?
Possibly. I mean, it is magical, so I guess it could
Couldn't
technically
you, like,
make itself small.
hypothetically decrease the size of a mage hand willingly?
I
I don't
think
think it
so.
says. I
It
have
doesn't
no idea.
say that it can.
I mean, it just creates a magical hand, but, you know, if the hand is the same size for every person, you know, what if you have a tiny person? Do they summon a regular-sized hand or a tiny hand, you know? So, all right, how about we do this? You can create a mage hand. Roll me an Arcana check to see if you can manipulate the mage hand enough to get it to fit in there.
All right. I can do that.
Rather than just say yes or no, we roll for it.
Rather than just
Big rolling fan.
and I get what bonuses to this, by the way?
Well, you just roll. I just roll Arcana, so it's like your skill.
Yeah,
your
no, I'm-
skill.
You have
I know, but
one d4
Oh, his skills.
still. You can let me know, and I can give you guidance again if you want to.
And you're inspired, I believe, so.
If I got inspired last session, then I didn't know that. But I used my.
No, I mean, Kieran
my
just
hero
inspired
cons-
you a little while ago.
Oh
Did you
right,
use
yeah.
that?
So that's. I did not use that. No. What is that for? Kieran? Is it a d6?
Yeah, D6.
Okay, then yeah, we'll just take the 1-4 and the 1d6 because I'm pretty sure I rolled high enough that I'm gonna use it because I got it.
Okay. Then.
Okay, so that's. Yep, that's 28.
28.
Damn.
Okay. So as you conjure up the mage hand, the little purple hand appears next to you, and as though it looks like a regular hand, you are able to slightly start to warp it to make it almost like thinner while trying to maintain its strength potential. And I will say you're able to, at least in this instance, get it with enough concentration, get it thin enough to where it can slip in there and still be strong enough to try and pluck something out of there.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. And I can. Am I able to feel like with the hand?
I don't believe it can share sensation with you.
Okay. Then.
Other than
I'm
like
wondering-
listening to it, move things around, but yeah, like I don't think it transfers like
Okay.
a conscious, feeling to you. So
Yeah. Let me try. Because I'm looking. Because I think what I'm looking for mostly. Actually, hold on. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna feel around, and I kind of want to feel towards like where the trap might be, like set, and just kind of like listen to see if I've found something that sounds like out of place.
okay, so you're gonna float over to the front of the drawer then. So feeling around, eventually, it does kind of like graze something metallic, It appears like, I guess you could see it like, you could have it like almost tickle the cable to see if you can make it move on the outside to see where it's like touching it. The cable is inserted between this little like metal door latch almost, and and then there's like a little metal gear above it that is like basically holding it. So as the cable gets pulled, it starts making that ticking sound. And you can best surmise that if it got loose of that and it got sucked back to wherever it is in the walls, the trap will trigger.
Yeah. I take it then that means because you said it's sort of like a door latch. I take it that means I would probably need like a specific key for this.
It likely means if whoever has the key, if they unlock it with the key, it disables the trap. And then when they relock it, it rearms the trap. So like the lock is hooked up to whatever this trap is.
Okay. Okay. Let's fumble around in the drawer and just try to pull something out, I guess. Like whatever the mage hand can pull out, let's just see what it can do.
Okay. So it feels around in there. It grabs, there's some sort of large, like, geometrical shape that is going to be way too big to pull out. You just kind of hear it like as it gets kind of like rolled around in there. There's some papers it seems to kind of slide around as it's just kind of tracing the ground with its fingers. There's also some sort of metal thing that slides across the ground. It seems thin enough, like an object that you could probably pull out.
Okay. Yeah, let's pull that out first. I'm curious.
Okay. So you pull out this metal object. The mage hand slips through. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but it is able to slide this thing out. It is a small metal scalpel that you would actually see like a doctor use.
What have you been doing with this? I'll put that in my backpack and slip the mage hand back in there.
Okay. So then, other than the little geometrical shape, the only other thing are some papers.
Okay, let's slide the papers out then.
Okay. You pull them out. There are 3 of them. And they're written in common. For the most part, they're either written in his handwriting or signed in his handwriting. So, I assume you just want to look at the documentation.
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So, of the 3 things, the first one is disturbingly significant. It is a potential plea to the basically the governmental body, the royal family of Alikara, it's a request of parental rights to be transferred from a incapable mother and a deceased father to a much more trustworthy family relative.
There it is. Okay. You fucking bastard. All right, I'll look at the other documents.
Okay. The second one is... This one's actually in a different language. Do either of the 2 of you in the room speak Celestial?
No, but if we wait until tomorrow, I can get someone who can read.
No, not that guy.
No,
No,
I'm still here.
Okay.
Tilly, I take it you can't read this?
No.
I suppose it's probably too much to ask that So it's probably too much to ask that anybody else in our party knows how to do it either.
Oh, we can get them up here. I kind of miss them anyways a little.
Here, why don't you take this document to Lucian and the others, see if they can't figure it out.
Oh, we take them here, and I'll, in your guys' minds, you'll hear, can you guys come upstairs?
We'll take them up here.
Yeah, upon hearing that, Lucian's just gonna get up and all right, well, I'm going upstairs, and he's gonna like look at the other two and be like, all right, you two follow me. We're gonna go see what they need.
Alright, including me, I'm coming up with you.
Yes.
Fine.
I mean, we know you can't
Listen.
speak Infernal. Maybe you can, or not, or Draconic. Maybe you can speak.
Draconic.
Yeah, you can't speak Draconic. Maybe you can
Yeah,
speak
maybe
Celestial,
someone you
you know? We could trade Draconic for.
Yeah, I'll head upstairs.
Okay.
So what seems to be the matter?
Here. Can you read this?
Let's have a look. What language is this? I said, looking at it, like they're clearly just lost. Because I only know Elvish, Common, and Infernal.
Well,
as far as I can tell, Celestial.
Do any of you speak Celestial?
No. King.
Yeah.
Since Albertus is a celestial, he doesn't is an archaeologist. Would I be able, with a insane history roll, see if I could, like, not read what it says, but like make out some words?
If you can beat a 30, I'll let you be able to interpret it pretty well.
you can get 2d4s added to it. So.
You know, I'm gonna fucking try.
Okay.
As well.
That's why I'm
Oh,
giving you the
hold on.
number. If you can beat a 30, or hit a 30 or higher, then
I will give you guidance on that. I
I'll
can't
say you can
give.
make pretty good sense of it.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and be like, I believe in you.
Is that you?
And that's bardic inspiration,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, 2d4s, 1d6, and can we give him advantage? Does anyone have proficiency in history? Probably not, right?
I do.
I guess I was gonna say I do as well.
Okay. So you can't get double advantage. So you get advantage, and then you get
That's-
2d4s and a d6. So
Okay, so I'll go. Okay. Ooh. Okay. No, I have a 29.
Oh no!
Do you have inspiration? Doesn't that bonus have inspiration?
Oh. I fucking used the inspiration.
Yeah, you said last session.
That's crazy.
It's 29.
That's
No.
crazy.
I rolled a 4 and a 16 on the
I'm
fucking
adding my
advantage.
+5 to it.
Can you?
You're out.
Oh no, I don't have any more.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you used them all in the fight.
So okay, I rolled a 16. I have a +6. That's 22. I roll a 4 and a 3.
Did you add the, yeah, you added the d6, right? Yeah.
Weta.
Wait, D6?
Yeah,
I have a proposition.
What do you mean D6?
the bardic inspiration.
Bardic
I
inspiration.
thought that was a D4. I had
No,
a
it's a
six.
d6.
Oh, I didn't add that one.
Okay, then.
Oh, well, then it don't matter because it's a one guaranteed
no,
one. Then, so.
yeah, that's a 31 then.
Oh, that would have been more like suspenseful if like you had to figure out something else other than I forgot to roll one thing. But okay, so you got 31. Okay.
I thought that one was the double D4,
No, that's
or at least one of the D4s.
no, that's emboldening bond and guidance.
Way.
Okay, then you concentrate really hard, and at first you're prepared to give up, but you don't want to give up, and you keep trying to remember back to certain dig sites and relics you bore witness to, and trying to basically compare the symbols you remember seeing then to the symbols you see now in attempts to form sentences based on what is written here. You can all see the image of what looks to be some weird diamond shape, and then around it are like little bullet points with these little celestial blurbs in them. Albertus, you can deduce. Let me think about it. You can't read it perfectly, of course, but it is some sort of angelic infusement ceremony where you can take divine energy and place it into an object.
Ooh.
Well, I don't speak the language, but I have seen these symbols before. From what the person who was with me at the time told me is that what this is depicting is sort of ritual to channel sort of divine energy into something. I don't fully remember, but I'm sorry, this is the best I can do.
No, that's interesting. He's trying to figure out how to. Oh shit. That must be what that sword was for. And whatever this ritual is, he must have figured out how to use it. And yeah, okay. Now it's starting to make sense. He's definitely building up something to try to combat me being undead and all.
We gotta stop him, yeah?
What's the third document say?
The third document is a deed to a recently purchased facility. It is an old library that was going to be shut down and destroyed. It's actually not too far from here. It's in a different town, but it is like the most ancient structure in that town, and they were prepared to just demolish it and make it into something new, basically something related to a corporation, and instead a hefty enough sum of money was paid by your brother to make it his own place of business.
Yeah, we definitely gotta stop him. And now... And I'll show them the deed. Now we know where he is.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Yeah, it's probably best if we get some sort of rest.
Is there a way for us to at least scope out the place before charging in headfirst tomorrow?
For sure, I don't want to go in guns blazing. As worried as I am, I can't risk putting my wife, my mother, and my son in danger like that. We're gonna do this the right way, for sure. And I will need all of your guys' help, if you're willing.
Of course.
Of course.
Sure, as always.
Yawning profoundly at seeing Spastok yawn. What he just did reminds me of something. I am utterly tired, and I really need to go to bed.
Yeah.
What's the time right now? Looking out the window really quick.
So
If there's a window.
there's a window.
Yeah, what's-
It's the sun's starting to go down. It's still a little daylight out, but it is getting to be the end of the day.
You think before we go we can make a quick stop at you know whose?
Yeah, I think that might be due, considering everything.
Yeah. We should get that sorted.
Yeah. Hey, Spastok, real quick. You wouldn't happen to have anything in your arsenal that could help me disarm this trap in here, would you?
Let me see. So give me. I kind of did listen to it earlier, but I want to hear it again if that's all right. Quickly, what actually is involved? It's a cable going through the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The cable goes through the wall, and he'll like move. He'll kind of like show him. He'll show him like where it's kind of hooked up to. It goes through this wall here, goes through the inside of this desk, and latches onto this locking mechanism here. It's, as far as I can surmise, only able to be unlocked by a key that Nigel is holding on to.
In my professional opinion, I think you need a key.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that.
Fair enough.
Like,
welcome back,
I'll
Albert
be
Einstein.
honest with you, I'm not the wisest whenever it comes to traps, or cables, except for whenever I know where they're going. And this, I really do not know.
All right. What about
If you have any ideas, I'm happy to help. I have a pretty profound toolkit. Just I have no idea what to do with this.
So, King, you said that in between each drawer there's like a gap, right? Like just a small gap that I wouldn't be able to fit my own hand through.
Correct.
I take it that means the side of the. I take it that means that the drawer still has like a siding on it. Then.
Yes, it's not nailed in. From what you can see, it's just all attached to
Wait.
itself. But...
How thick is the wood?
Cut through it, baby.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Wait, hang on. Do you say you can't fit your hand through it?
Well, I fit like
No.
I fit an altered mage hand through it, but I couldn't fit my own hand through it.
Skinny mage.
Oh.
Other hand
Can
is
I
smaller.
remind you that I do have a spell called Enlarge Reduce?
Oh wow! Actually, wait, that's fucking goated. Do you wanna remind me like in character of that?
Yeah, I do. I just didn't want. Yeah, that's fine.
You don't want to be condescending in real life.
I do have some sort of idea. So you want to be able to try and fit through there? Is that correct?
Well, there's an item in here that might be important, and I want to take it out, but it doesn't fit through this small gap here.
All right. So just to be real quick, it's the item that can't fit through, not
Yes.
you. It's the
Yes.
item.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I would
Understood.
like to cast Reduce then on the item.
Okay.
Creature or object, so it does work.
Hell
I
yeah.
had to fact check that.
All right. Then yes, you reach in with your like a metallic finger, and you point in roughly the direction that Arius tells you to. You send your magic out. A little blue mist flies out and warps around an object, and as the mist vanishes, you see. Well, you don't really see much, but you hear something kind of roll a little bit, and as it rolls, the sound begins to get lighter as the weight of it seems to change. So you shrank-
Brilliant.
you shrank something.
Good work, pilot.
It's
And
probably
I want
cleaner.
to, I want to reach in with that mage hand again and pull it out.
Hang on. Before you do that, the way this is rolling around, the way that sounds, this sounds like it's got some sort of whatever it is. It sounds almost like it's triggered by weight. I don't know if that's a good idea, taking it completely off. Have you got anything else of similar weight that maybe we can replace it with?
Well, let me try just moving it around a little bit to see if that's right. Because when I was moving the stuff around earlier before we shrunk it, whatever this object is, it was freely rolling around.
Same weight though.
Yeah, but it's shrunk and the trap hasn't gone off.
But it was doing something.
You're making me overthink, damn it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try
What can
just.
I say? I am an
I'm just-
overthinker.
I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try like moving the object closer to the edge of the drawer and seeing if anything happens. I guess.
Okay, so you roll it around in there. It just kind of rolls around in there like it's some sort of. It's kind of lumpy, so it's like, but it's some sort of like slightly spherical, slightly blocky like mess of an object, but nothing else happens other than it being rolled around in there.
It's a D20. Finally.
That's the greatest
Yeah.
fourth wall break ever. You guys find a D20 for something.
No. Hold up. I know exactly what it's gonna be.
A
Yeah.
new hand.
No, not the beacon. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to slip it out.
Okay. It gets a little caught. You really got to maneuver it through this gap, despite it being smaller. But eventually, you are able to pull this thing out. It is. Are you gonna leave it small?
It is still at the moment. I'm still concentrating. Put
Okay.
it that way.
I'm gonna start clapping to make you lose concentration. All right. So holding it in your hand, you gotta be a little careful. It's a little spiky. It's some sort of. It almost looks like, okay, the best way I can compare it is to like a top that you would spin.
Oh,
It
okay.
is, instead of it being completely smooth though, because it does end on a point at both ends, it's just, and then it starts like really small and it gets wider and wider and wider, and then it gets really wide and then it quickly shrinks down to like another little point. It is very. There's like a bunch of squares around it that make up the like lines and vertices make up the exterior of it.
Are there like markings on it?
There's some carvings across the top, but they don't look like any symbols of like known things you've seen. Like they don't look infernal, they don't look celestial. They're probably not even a language. It's just some sort of markings that are carved into it.
Hey, can you unshrink this, pilot?
Sure. And I unshrink it. I don't know what the fuck you want me to reply.
All right. No, you're fine. If you want, it's up to you how you want to flavor it. All right, it grows in your hand.
Right,
It's
and
roughly it's bigger than your palm. It weighs almost like a couple pounds, honestly, but it appears to be wooden as far as you can tell.
I'll hand it over to Albertus if he's not left the room already.
I would say that Albertus is like in the doorway about to leave.
Hey, Albertus, real quick, do you think you could check some of the symbols on this for me?
Well, I could always try. I can't guarantee that I know it, but who knows? Let's have a look. Would I still have the guidance and the bardic inspiration?
I can give you guidance again if you want to. You still have emboldening bond. I don't think you have bardic inspiration, unless Kieran gives it again.
I can give you some bardic inspiration if need be.
What even do you have to roll for?
I don't know how high, but
He's doing history,
No,
I assume, to try and interpret this.
yeah.
I guess so, yeah. And you can also
That's a net 20.
huge.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, and then
And
2d4s and
That's a
1d6.
4 and another 4.
Good
And
lord.
That's 20 and 28 plus 6.
1d.
That's
Wait.
without the d6 even.
Ah,
So
And
28.
with the d
Okay.
no
28
28
plus 6,
plus
that's
6
34.
Yeah.
34, and with the d6 that's
Oh,
25. 35.
35. Okay. Huh. All right, 35. You remember so well that you don't know what this is. You scanned the entirety of your history in this world. You somehow get are able to recall a memory of when you were just a year old playing with some weird like wooden like moving thing on the ground in front of your family. But you cannot recall seeing markings like this anywhere. You can best assume, relating to things you've seen in the past from other cultures or races or, temples and such, that they probably once made this object capable of doing something, or it is related to some sort of... It is basically one piece of some sort of puzzle that it can connect to.
One Piece.
But you don't know what this would be from.
Well, I tried. I looked back at everything I know, and I have no fucking idea what it is. But I think that it might be a piece of a bigger puzzle. Like, it needs to be slotted in something or just interact with something. I have no clue.
Is this a spinning top? This is the spinning top.
Yeah.
I think it's a spinning top.
I think it's the key. Jams it in the drawer and sets the trap off.
So let's not be hasty and look around a bit more before we decide to do anything with this thing.
Yeah. Even there's that little bit of insight's better than nothing. Thanks, Albertus. I'll take it back and put it in my backpack for now.
Okay.
Wait, before you put it in. And I'll like to use the rod to, use this detect magic feature to see if there's any magic spewing from the object.
Okay. The rod goes, ah! As it basically confirms there's magic in there.
It's magical.
Can you make it quieter? Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry.
Who the fuck is Jesus Christ?
I know not
You got
this
me.
Jesus
You
you're talking about.
You freaked me out so much, I came up with a new god. What the hell?
we can make a religion out of this.
He will save us all.
Okay.
Don't we...
I might I might be able to tinker around with this a little bit. See if I can't figure out what the magic's used for. But
Lucian,
it's like Albertus.
Wait,
Oh,
wait. Lucian. You can figure out, you can identify it, right?
Yes. I've not really done much today apart from patrolling this house, but, so I'm pretty good for magic, if
You
need
should
be.
do something then.
And I'm gonna, like, offer out my hand for, Arius to put the spinning top in my hand so, like, I can kind of identify it if need be.
yep. He'll place it on your hand.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay.
King, tell me what, magical properties it has, how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any, and learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
This is
And
a
if the
level
item was
1
created by
spell?
a
Holy
spell.
shit.
Yeah, welcome to Identify.
Yep.
Yeah, identifies nuts.
And I
Okay.
get to learn which spell created it.
Okay.
puzzle!
Just bypasses, the fun part of trying to figure out what it does. But fine, if you guys want to be boring and cast spells on it, I'll give you what you
Just
want.
be thankful I didn't vortex warp that chest out of the fucking gate. Alright,
Hawk, I found another spell we probably need to balance.
Hmm. Oh yeah, Identify
we
is
should
chill.
probably-
You can work around it when you know about it.
I guess that's true.
So, casting Identify makes it explode. No, I'm just kidding. That's how you work around it.
Fair
by the
enough.
way.
I think that's deserved.
Yeah.
This will work around.
Okay. It has 1 of 4 charges remaining.
Okay.
Ooh.
It is not a. It is some sort of gateway spell. It's not a specific spell. It's some sort of gateway spell, and it contains what you can best describe as abyssal energy within it.
Oh.
It does not require attunement. And in terms of verbal or somatic or physical components, any components that it would require, it requires sacrifice of the flesh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Evil.
Kieran's got less uses on it.
No, I was thinking about how Arius was stabbed, and then, we found his brother, I believe, beaten up and bloodied and shit. Which, could be considered sacrifices of flesh. I don't know, just spitballing here. That means there is a third person who is not accounted for, who has also been used for this. Well, this is interesting.
How bizarre.
It seems to be a sort of gateway spell of sorts. I don't know, the energy off it's fucked in many ways. Doesn't feel right.
Gateway. If he's using the, well, maybe this was part of the ritual to infuse whatever that weapon is, or maybe this is how he got the weapon in the first place.
I'm not entirely
Wait.
sure.
You say it's a gateway spell, and we have a situation where he is channeling a divine energy into something else. Where is he getting the energy from?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, because if it's meant to be heavenly deities like angels and shit and celestials, I'm going to assume it's not from this, because this feels very much the opposite. It almost feels empty.
I wonder if the ritual can be circumvented to draw power from the abyss or the nine hells.
Well, that sounds fun, doesn't it? Well, I say we ponder on this fucking trinket throughout the night. You said you was going to do some research into it, right?
Yeah, I'll tinker around with it, see if I can figure out anything else.
Yeah, just be careful. It's only got one more charge left in it from what I can tell.
Alright. Thank you, all of you, again, for all of your help.
Save the thanks. Fucking, I know you do the same for me.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you did. You traveled across the fucking world for me, so it's the least I can do.
I know I'm sort of the newest addition to the group and all, but I know you guys have my back and I have yours, so...
Oh shit, yeah, that reminds me. Got something to do today.
Right. Yeah. Shall we do it now?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. As you all say that, you hear a voice behind all of you in the doorway, and it's Mighty
Ooh.
Jeff, who's still there, by the way. 'cause
Oh.
he never left. And he's like, "Yeah, guys, I'm really glad I could help out the team. Just one little thing. I don't have a team anymore."
Oh, Jeff.
Who's this guy?
He's
Yeah,
a DMPC.
Okay, you're not allowed to break the fourth wall unless you roll like a nat 20, like insight kind of shit. So.
Alright, give me a second.
Watch him actually rolling that 20.
Hang on, where's my insight? There it is.
It does. It's just roll a normal d20.
Never mind.
Okay, so yeah, so you don't know he's Mighty Jeff. He's not the DMPC.
We met him when we were in the Nine Hells. Apparently, he got separated from his group. But he helped us take down the Chancellor and fulfill our contract with Zul'Dun here.
Oh shit. Well, thank you for assisting my friends.
It was either that or, burn in the fiery abyss of the Nine Hells, so I think I went the right option. They seem like swell people. You got a good group of friends here. My friends are still trapped in there! That's not even the worst part! I just found out our team is the idiots!
That's it's been a rough day for Jeff. Hey, listen, why don't you come with us, tag along for a bit so we can get you a place to stay for the night, and tomorrow maybe we can put you in contact with some people, and we can try to help the best we can.
Fine. I was never the smart one of the group, so I might as well just do what you guys suggest for now.
All right, ready?
All right. Well, yeah. Let's go see Lloydian real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You two are being very subtle. I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about. They gotta tell me
Yeah.
what they're
Don't
talking
worry
about.
about
okay.
it. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay.
We got trickery up our sleeve. It's
All
fine.
right. So as the sky turns more and more orange, as the night slowly begins to come bound, you guys travel throughout the city. I guess you guys travel throughout the city, eventually getting yourselves to the further slummier area where the Lloydian Medical Center is growing more and more, and actually has a sign on it now, literally called the Lloydian
Hell
Medical
yeah.
Center. So
Oh hell yeah!
he's building a name for himself here. It looks like.
Love that.
The large orc man guarding the way nods to all of you and steps aside, letting you all in. It's a busy night. There's a lot more staff now as well, nurses of various races tending to certain patients. Most of them seem to have at least some bit of clerical powers. Deep in the back is a very worn-out looking Lloydian sitting in a chair. He appears to be smoking, which is new for him.
Damn.
Because he's got bags under his eyes. He's like sweaty. His hair's like sticking to him, and he just. Oh, guys! Woo! Hello! How you doing? I'm doing not so good, but it's okay, because me not doing good means all these people are doing pretty good, and isn't that what's really good? What's with the solemn looks on all your faces? Look, I know the smoking isn't good, okay? It makes me feel better. And he blows it right into a patient's face. Don't worry, kid. It'll build hair on your chest.
Fun.
God.
So what's going on?
Do you want to take this?
I think it's best if we show him Pilot.
Yeah, I agree. Where is it?
It's
Inside of you.
it's like you.
It should be sitting next to you.
Spaztech, I'm gonna need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. or Pilot specifically.
Yeah.
Pilot has to roll it because you're inside.
I forgot about that. I thought it was inside me. Yeah. Pilot. If it's Dex, that's actually good for Pilot. That would be a staggering 26.
26.
Holy shit.
Okay.
On top.
Then as you reach out
Mine's a
for
little quicker without a mix-it.
then as you reach out, you're able to jerk your hand back before you get bitten. So
Alright, fuck you, fine then.
and then you can pick up and then as it moves you can pick it up. So
Alright, fine, just like fucking you just see Spaztok just more or less like turn to the side, reach in, and fucking just pull out this thing, waving it around as it frantically shakes
Yeah.
before Pilot throws it down onto the table. King, would you like to describe what it is?
So you reach in, you pull out the little wiggling object before it shoots itself like into one solid shape, and you put the little shell on the table, and Lloydian has to put on his rub his eyes and put on his glasses as he looks down. You guys found a shell, a very interesting. Oh no! And as its little head
Yes.
peeks out, he sees the revived Sheldon.
He's now a tiny turtle, Reno. He's been like this for a good, what, like,
4 sessions.
yeah, 4 sessions
Four
now.
sessions, yeah.
Can someone catch me up to speed? What happened
No.
with that?
This happened just before we arrived in
we're not.
Dwarvana, I think.
Yeah, before we arrived in Giovanna.
No one
Divine-
fucking told me, but
Yeah, no, we wanted to keep
Yep.
it in the dark
I
until now.
was Reno. I was going to tell you, and then they all voted and said they all agree. No one should tell you, and I'm like, all right, if that's what you want to do. So I am not at fault with this. So
We wanted to leave it a surprise.
Yeah. We also thought we'd, get to Lodian quicker, but
This has
happen,
been my everlasting, ever annoying co-pilot for the past couple of days. Not happy about it. He farts like really badly.
A couple of days. It's been like a week almost, right?
more than a week, I think.
It's got to be something.
I haven't slept much.
I
For-
can tell.
Speaking of which, can I get to that?
Yeah, you can.
No separation.
I don't need your permission. I just want to know, can we get to that?
Yes,
I'm
we're going to be
sorry,
sleeping
I'm getting
shortly.
very angry whenever I'm tired.
I can
because
tell. Attitude.
Lloydian reaches into a bag, and because he's Lloydian, of course he has this. He pulls out a head of lettuce, and he sits it down on the table, and he rips a piece off, and he kind of waves it in front of the shell, and little Sheldon head comes out and starts eating at it, and he starts calming down. Huh. Well, it's nice to see Sheldon's okay. He says, petting the little head as it starts eating. Guys, the hells.
Well, long story short, there was a really...
He died.
Yes.
That's literally the only
And he
explanation.
died.
How did he die?
I think it was disintegration.
Yeah.
What? Disintegrate? He starts losing his shit, and the nurses are like, "Doctor, you need to keep quiet."
In our
Disintegration.
defense, she did pray to her god. Goddess, even. And she did bring him back.
No biggie.
Can you get him back to, his humanoid form?
He kind of sits down, and puts a hand to his head. I can try. I always said Sheldon was a bit of a miracle because I don't know what he even fell into, what proper concoction of chemicals turned him into what he was. It was just a bit of magic, and poof, there he was. And,
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
and then I accidentally added in chemical X. Yeah. And he rips off another piece of lettuce and just puts it in front of the turtle as it keeps eating. Well,
Before Sheldon gets it, I'm just gonna take it and eat it.
Oh my god.
Okay, King,
yeah.
with that happening, can I roll
To
to
grab
make
my
Sheldon
finger.
a leap at Pilot's finger?
It'd be Spaztok. It'd be Spazstok's using Spazstok's arms to pick it up and feed the open area, which is Pilot.
Okay, then yes. Roll unarmed strike to hit
Okay.
with
Let me just
specifically
double check.
Sheldon.
No,
I guess.
I'll just say it hits. I'll just say it hits.
Okay,
I'm
then.
happy enough if it just hits.
All right, since your turn, roll 1d4 plus 1.
Look. That's 3 damage then.
Okay, you take 3 points of piercing damage as you try to do it, and he just bends the metal a little bit.
That's insane.
I'm down. No, I'm kidding.
That
can
would be the
imagine.
best reason for someone to drop.
Oh,
I
what
actually-
can I
I
say?
did have
Don't
to
steal
check
my
it, though.
food.
Oh, he doesn't like you very much.
Apparently. I like his lettuce.
He rips off a leaf and hands it to you. Then take some.
Alright. And then I just take his other hand that's got the actual full lettuce.
Lloydian will fight you for the head of lettuce. My lettuce!
Alright, Jesus, fine. And take a little bit from his other hand.
Sheesh, you give a kobold an inch, it takes a mile. I don't understand it.
What the fuck is a mile?
Are you equal parts so smart and so dumb at the same time?
I've been saying this the entire time.
Listen. You're giving
Doesn't
me
say-
too
doesn't
much.
say
Yeah,
anything.
says listen, refuses to elaborate.
Albertus starts speaking. Well, my only logical explanation is that he must have been dropped multiple times as a child, causing a bump in his brain to cause, like, make one part extremely smart and the other side extremely dumb due to all the brain damage.
Wait, so it's not like that naturally.
This has to be an animation someday.
I wish, dude. Are you kidding me?
That sounds reasonable.
I believe that.
You're making me want to go into neuroscience all of a sudden.
What were we talking about again?
Right,
God,
Sheldon.
okay, look. Can you help our shelled friend, your boy?
Well, at least he's alive. That's a good start. Dead would be much harder to work with. So disintegrate is impossible to work with. So this is a good start. I will see what I can do. I can definitely try and at least make him more humanoid. I don't know if I can ever actually bring him back to what he once was, but hey, they wouldn't call me the master strategist if not. No one calls you that, Doctor. All right, and on that note, I will ask you all to escort yourselves out of my facility before my nurses make me seem worse than I am. In the meantime, I would ask that you leave him in my care, and I will begin experimenting to see if we can get him back to where we should be.
I don't like the word choices, but okay, I'm fine with this.
Who is his father? It is me. Who adopted him when he was just nothing but a turtle? It was me. So, yes, this is
Lucius
my
puts his
decision.
hands up as if say, look, easy, bro. I don't
Yeah.
mean any disrespect by this.
Who got him killed? Me. Who resurrected him? Us.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys are dealing with a very tired, possibly mildly drunk wizard right now. And when I tell you, and he points out and a fireball accidentally shoots out of his finger past you guys through and burns like a hole through the tent. See?
Cabbages!
Now my cabbages! Hey, that's the guy I bought the lettuce from earlier. Anyways, my point being, I am not in the mood right now. Yes, I will try and fix them, and if I can, I will send it back to your team, and you guys keep being the veal eaters or whatever you are. And
Close enough.
but yeah, it's gonna take a while, because like I said, what kind of happened to him was kind of like a poof and a pow and a poof, and then there he was. So let's see if I can't make stupid shit happen again. I'm good at that. All right, let's go, Sheldon. And he picks up the turtle and he heads out. I am leaving for the night. And he just leaves.
Okay.
What an interesting fella.
Bedtime?
Yep, definitely after that.
Bedtime.
Jeez, by the gods, that was a mess. And with that, we get head to Wandering Oak.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all just gonna go to bed, or is there more you want to do? I'm just asking.
Well, I assume shops are closed, right?
Most of them pretty much. We're getting pretty late now. You know, people are
Yeah,
starting to
then-
settle in.
Yeah, it'll probably just be a matter of sleep.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys
Yeah.
are going schlup.
Slump.
Yeah, getting good old Jeff a room in the Wandering Oak because he's with us
Yeah.
still. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
would've
he's
come
with a
coming
fee
along
for
for
it.
the ride. Yeah,
Yeah.
as you guys walked away from the tent, he just kind of mumbles to himself, "Why are they carrying a turtle around?"
You know what? Great question. I refuse to answer that.
Oh, yeah, on the way back actually. I could get Leosin to come meet us early in the morning tomorrow and maybe see if he has an idea for Jeff.
Yeah, that's probably best. We need to talk to him anyways about our next plans with the cult.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll send a message to Leosin. Just meet us in the morning tomorrow. Wandering Oak. Simple as that.
You will get a message back at some point, and he will within a few moments he'll respond. Okay, good to know you're still in the city. I'll see you then.
Okay, yeah. We're seeing him tomorrow. Too bad.
All right. Let's go. And that's just
That's us going to bed.
exactly.
Nice.
There it is.
Pilot's trying to sleep. A metal pipe falls off Spaz talk. Huge.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Wrong method.
Fair enough.
No, just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. You ruined it. You fucked it up. Go on.
My bad.
Killed the moment. Yeah. All right. So, hey, Kingdon, welcome in. Daily check-ins, we do appreciate it. Yeah, guys. While you sleep, I'm just gonna talk to chat for a while. So, Kingdom Woo, how you doing?
8-hour real life sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do real life real
life
life
long
D&D
rest.
sleep stream.
That's how our sessions hit 8 hours. We sleep for 4 hours in between the.
Don't.
Yeah. So. But yeah, appreciate the check-in. Good to see you. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by watching us. All right, I got to get back to it. These guys get testy if I stray.
Yeah!
Okay, I'm sorry, sir.
Pay attention to us.
You're only allowed to talk to chat if chat are giving us dice.
Or if Dyer is giving me dice.
Or if Dyer's giving monster dice, yeah.
No, you're not allowed to look at chat when that's the case.
Okay.
You're not allowed.
That's fair. But don't worry. No, you guys are too bizarre for me to not pay attention to. Don't worry. You're interesting.
Woo!
So
We know that.
you're also very full of yourselves. Anyways, so
I know.
okay. So then, all right,
We're the
you
players,
all.
we have to be.
Yeah. You all go sleepy beepies, and you start schnoozing. And for the first time in a long time, Lucian, you're able to sleep through the night without getting any bad dreams or haunting visages from
No way.
an ancient being in your life, because he's not in your life anymore. So.
No way. Finally, a good night's sleep.
Wait, finally,
It's
daddy
a
issues.
fucking miracle.
It's just me.
It's the Dark Souls like thing that pops up when you beat a boss. Daddy issues resolved.
That's gonna be a meme after this. Okay.
Dumb.
Well, then yeah. If everybody just goes to bed, everybody long rests and
Oh my
recovers.
god.
All the
Do
good
we
stuff.
God, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like that fight was really intense for me. I'm really glad that we were able to get to this long rest as quickly as we could. I really needed it.
Yeah, your one spell slot that you use.
Yeah, my one spell slot in all three of my bardic inspirations.
This is insane.
Oh, that's funny. All right. So, the next morning comes about, and I gotta hang on, hold up, hold up.
Oh, okay,
I gotta
holding
go
up.
back.
Hold.
I gotta do my funny thing here. Hold on.
Hold your fucking horses, Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Holds Albertus.
Bingo.
Wrong one! Fuck!
Good enough.
I had to remind myself that only 25 days remain for you guys. So
Oh,
My
shit.
design.
Infinite days
shit.
remain for me.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, but-
fucked.
Wait,
Probably
how many days would
think-
it have? How many days does Sheldon have left? Because
I guess
Sheldon
we'll
has been dead the entire
yeah,
time.
well, that's something we'll have to figure out. I also think like his curse is probably gone because his body was disintegrated, so he might be free, but we don't know.
Well, is there a mark on him?
someone should have checked before they handed him off to Lloydian. Anyways, moving on.
Didn't want to.
No, it's okay. We'll be fine.
Thought that would be invasive.
We've left a sleeper turtle cult member in Lloydian's care, and sooner or
Imagine.
later we're gonna come back to Alakara and it's gonna be in ruins. Not because of dragons, not because of cultists, but because this
turtle.
one tiny turtle has managed to be swayed by the cult's influences and has raised.
Lloydian's gonna be
tiny
there
drown.
unconscious. The turtle's standing on two legs with a bat in his hands. Like
Bro, it's like that fucking evil turtle from Family Guy.
Family Guy. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Kieran,
Yeah.
The tiny turtle who's gonna summon a Celeste, like a fucking elemental, who is gonna let it go on a rampage because he breaks the concentration and starts summoning a boatload of pixies.
Fucking real.
So,
So real.
Go, my minions!
so you all awaken fully rested, or most of you are just fully recovered. One of you is just fully rested because he didn't need to recover from anything because he hung back. So, and so one by one you wake up. What do you do?
What do you do?
Oh yeah, first of all, since Lucian and Zilia sleep in the same room, you will see that she's in her autumn form now.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, let me.
I love
let
it.
me get the picture
Living her best
changed.
life.
Teehee. And then I guess we'll just like go
Yeah, we'll go
downstairs and
downstairs
wait.
and wait.
Yeah, because we want to wait. Yeah, because we wanted to meet up with. I keep wanting to call him Lodian. Leonson in the
Gross.
first thing in the morning. So
We have too many characters with an L as the first syllable.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well-
Larius, Lucian, Lila.
Marius.
Lalverdus.
Lazia, Silent Elzalia, Lespastok.
Le Spastok operated by Le Pilot.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one actually fits actually, but yeah.
We got Alistair, who's all in layhead.
The one, the L
Is it
in
well?
Spastalk is only ever pronounced whenever he's rolling initiative.
I mean, any role in general.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow.
I'll go
roasted.
fuck myself, guys. Thanks. I literally roasted myself. He just did it better, alright? Don't even.
No way, guys. Elvis Indy with the with the dex rolls, with the insert, with the huh? Is that me?
What, bro? Speak another language.
Yeah! Daddy issues resolved. Fuck yeah, they are. Love that. Love that for me. Very happy.
I love that for you too. Okay. So,
Can't wait to come back for a few campaigns from now, even more daddy issues to solve.
Don't tempt him.
yeah. Somehow he broke the deal. That's what happens when you run into him in 3 campaigns. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are just gonna hang out in the Wandering Oak, wait for Leosin to show up.
Yeah.
You're
All right. Well, you'll just sit around, hanging out in a booth until the little man busts through the door. And then he sees you guys, and he quickly grabs a chair and like, just he has no room for manners at this point. He just sits down. Oh, okay. I am glad to see all of you, and it's good to see that you're all still alive.
Has
Whilst
Jeff
he's
come
talk-
downstairs with us as well?
Yes, he is sitting in the booth like right behind you guys, like just with his legs like draped off to the side, where he's like half in this conversation.
Whilst like when Leosin grabbed the chair and pulled it over to the table and sat down. Like whilst Lucian's listening to him talk, he is slightly leaning to the right to see if he's left any scrape marks on the floor from dragging the chair across it. He's trying to not be obvious about it, but it's very clear that there's a very slight lean to him as he's trying to peer down at the floor to check.
All right, we'll roll for it. We'll roll for scrapage. No, he didn't scrape the floor.
scraping.
Thank fuck. I don't
there's
know
like a
what
white-
kind of criminal.
There's like a white scuff mark, but you realize if you just wipe your finger against it, it'll go away. So.
Yeah, I just don't know what kind of criminal record Seraphina would get if she decided to butcher someone for scraping her floors.
Leosin of all people, who's been helping you
we'll
throughout all
cover
this.
it up.
Right. So, what did you all want to discuss?
Well, the mask situation. The fact that there is a cult lieutenant still lurking around here.
So everything. Okay, I didn't know there was.
Yes.
Okay.
And also him.
Oh.
She'll point towards Jeff.
Just like, sup? And Leo's just like, hi. Are you adding a member to your team?
He's lost.
He lost his team, and we were thinking maybe you have an idea.
Oh.
We're not in the mid for adopting.
To be specific, after I had run off, sorry about that, by the way, we fulfilled a contract with somebody who wanted us to go to the Nine Hells and take care of some business, and that's where we found Jeff. And apparently he had lost his group somewhere in the Nine Hells.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry for your loss. I don't think they're dead, but I don't know how we're supposed to get him back. We killed the Chancellor, and they didn't show up. Are you sure they're still alive? Hey, I'm only asking because, well, typically, their souls would still exist somewhere. The devils keep them, on hand. And if they weren't slain, then they're probably just trapped somewhere. You mean they're still in the 9 hells? Okay, keep your voice down. You're scaring people. Leoson's like very nonchalant about this. Well, we could probably. It's hard to really send people on quests when there's just one of them, and we don't really make people Knights of Justice until after they prove themselves. What group are you with? The Idiots Clan. And Leosin just kind of slides his eyes over to all of you, and he just mouths the word like, really?
Yeah.
Just head nod.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Lucian gets a start because even he's confused.
Well, I don't know. Did anything while you were all in the... I'm sorry, did you say you were in the hells?
Yeah, long story. Best probably not to ask.
Okay,
It's actually not that long. It's pretty fucking quick. It's just a bit confusing.
Okay, I won't question how or why. Did while you were there give any indication on what happened to his associates?
I mean, I honestly don't remember anything. Like, I don't know if you guys had any signs from the last session, but I did.
Would someone like to make a
Zil-
history check if they don't know? But
Zelia doesn't remember, but out of character, we got that one. There was that weird thing where maybe there were souls locked inside of.
Yeah, it was like a crystallized pyramid thingy.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
not remember.
Yeah, I can roll
Oh,
a
I
history
have
check
that.
for that.
If we bring that with us, by the way, or do we
Yeah,
leave
it's
that?
in fucking Aris's backpack.
Of course,
It's in
it's in my
Aris's.
backpack.
Yeah, bro, I picked it up. I
Yeah.
took it with us for the idea of getting it appraised by Zoldoon and seeing if he understood it.
Oh well, shit. Nobody told me that. I would
Kieran, you
have.
should have told
I
him.
would have
yeah,
done
no,
that.
the Zoldoon was there for that too, and nobody stopped him before he left.
Yeah,
Look,
nobody
all I'm-
stopped me.
All I'm saying is Aris had bigger fish to fry, okay? And Lucian didn't know, so
Hey, I didn't even know we had that item.
I mean it's the money. We can still go to Zoldoon's. pretty
I
good,
swear
though.
we're professionals,
Yeah,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
Hey, in my defense, I miss half sessions every time.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
your
it's
fault
you,
for
by the
trying to
way.
live your life, Reno. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Just go to school later.
So
One
20
day you'll be
27,
smart
by the way.
like me.
27, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you remember you have that thing. It kind of just comes to you
Yeah.
out of nowhere, so.
Oh, right. We're dealing with so much shit that I almost forgot. And he'll pull the crystallized pyramid out. As far as I can tell, this thing might contain souls. Probably that the Chancellor is keeping.
Leosin kind of like holds his cupped hands out. Might I see it?
Sure. I'll place it in his hands.
It's got some
Pours on
heft
the
to
floor.
it. He kind of like tosses it between his two hands. Jeff is like having a mild panic attack watching this happen as Leosin's nonchalant. Oh yes, a life binder, actually. And he just he looks at the table and then he looks up at you, Lucy, and he's like, "Yeah, not a good idea. Give me 1 second." And he gets up and he walks.
I'm glad he knows. I'm glad he knows.
He opens the front door and he chucks the thing in the air. And Jeff like stands up, ah! And the thing hits the ground and shatters. And like a red light sprouts from it.
Oh,
And
they're
as it-
hella dead now.
As it vanishes, 3 humanoid people are freed from it.
No way.
Oh
There's a small nature-like druidic girl, a large brash paladin fella, and then like another skinny guy who looks like he has a bow and arrow on him. And they all get the little girl is so scared she actually fires out vines that grab some random guy. Ah!
Oh my god.
And Leosin has to like pull out his staff and break him. Enough!
Ah,
You're back in the material plane. Relax yourselves.
the idiots, I presume.
Jeff has like tears in his eyes. You guys, you're okay! And he runs out and he jumps on him. Jeff, what in the blaze is going on around here?
Imagine he gets kicked out of his party.
What even happened? I'm terrified. Where are the devils? Where's the Chancellor? We went to reason with him, and then he said, "You're mine," and we got crushed and shrunk, and my bones nearly cracked. I think I need to retire. guys, it's crazy. I ran into these other guys, and then we got together, and then we fought the Chancellor, and he was really mean, and he was hurting us, and then he started making me hurt them, and I felt really bad. I thought they might kill me because I didn't want to hurt him, but I was kind of hurting him anyway. Jeff, bloody hell, slow down. I don't know what you're trying to tell us.
While this is happening, Lucian's gonna lean across to like, you know, like so he can like whisper to like, you know, Zelaya and Archie, be like, suddenly the acronym makes sense.
Yeah, the acronym seemed pretty fitting when we just met Jeff.
You guys are rude.
Just a little
We're not
bit.
wrong.
It's called being observant, Zelia. You get used to it.
I'm way smarter than these guys.
That I actually believe.
I don't know about the way part, but
As they all come down and start talking, Leosin talks to them for a bit, and Jeff shakes
Shoot
his
that
hand.
guy.
What? Oh.
Sorry, I just think that's a really funny image. Just on the bugs.
That's one response, I guess. Eventually, Leosin shakes Jeff's hand. Jeff looks at you guys and kind of waves at you, and the idiots walk off. And Leosin heads back inside, like shaking his head, his eyes going bug for a second, just like, ugh. And he sits down. Okay, I have, against my better judgment, employed the idiots to do some recon for us. And I'm
Why
gonna
do I
get,
have a feeling we have to save them?
I'm gonna,
maybe.
oh, I'm probably gonna get chewed out by Zarhim for that one, but I felt like giving them a job might make them all calm down and stop shooting things at random bystanders.
Actually, that raises a good question. Like, I remember yesterday you mentioning he wasn't exactly in town. How is he with getting back?
He returned. He's currently injured. He was ambushed by the cult. The mission that he
Oh,
thought was going to be
gods.
quite easy turned out to be a lot more vicious. But he was able to. Some of his men didn't make it, but he got himself out of the situation because that is why he is the number 2 in our faction for a reason.
All right, well, at least he's back. That definitely means that we've got some more favorable odds on our side.
Of course.
Now we just got to try and figure out a plan on how to, you know, lure out Rezmir.
We are. I guess I should unload everything I have. At least that matter has been settled, and I think I aged 5 years just talking to those people. But regardless.
Oh,
We have multiple reports coming into us. Rezmir is still on the move. It is hard to track her movement. She seems to be one step ahead of our scouts. However, we know she has not settled down anywhere, and she's still close to the city. We have no longer been receiving information on Zonthal's tower where Talus is, though whenever you all want to head there, and he actually hands you a little document. He's like, here is the location of it. And it's a little ways northwest of where you guys are, or northeast of where you are. It's just location of where that structure is. So when he's like, it's basically whatever you all decide takes priority. There is that. Apparently there is unfortunate circumstances surrounding your family, he says regarding Arius. And he seems, we have to worry about Rezmir and the missing map piece that she has in her possession. In addition to the fact that I am now getting reports that wildlife is dying in the middle of the forest, and I don't know why. Even living creatures are just dropping dead, the life practically sucked out of them. I sent some people to investigate, and they returned aged significantly. They said they were tracking they found roots that led to some tree, and then, I don't know who, but someone started literally ripping the life force out of them. So that's something we have to worry about now, too.
Oh.
Jeez.
All right, well, I'm glad that it all seems to be at least converging on Alakara for the amount of bullshit at the moment. So
Hold up.
This
Hold up,
continent's
before
falling to
we
shit.
apparently,
before we go on in the conversation, can you tell me something about that tree? Like, where was it?
It was south of here, heading closer to Alturia. Speaking of which, they didn't see much. They only saw it from a distance, but it was a large, leafless, blackened tree that somehow pulsated as if it had life within it. And as they realized that's what was sucking the life out of things around, something came after them. That's all I was able to tell. They were terrified, and like I said, they're lucky to live 10 more years now after what happened to them.
Do any of you know anything about blackened trees?
No, not specifically, but if I had to take a guess, our old friend Threndryle has been busy.
Yep, like, if it's tree-like, I'm gonna guess it's associated with him.
That little shit fucked up Spasa.
Alright, so, just to double check, like, Leosin put down, like, a bit apart from, like, pointing out, like, the location of, like, where...
Zonthel's tower.
Yeah. Alright, so... let me just check real quick. So... You're telling us that Rezmir might potentially be here?
No, that is where Talus is, and where she claimed to have the Black Dragon Mask in her possession. We assume her trying to get it into her possession is what put Rezmir on the offensive. Since she attacked the city and couldn't get any options, she's likely planning something else.
Interesting.
It is kind of up to you all what you deem is the most important thing, and we're busy trying to keep this city from getting affected by any of these events.
Looking at the map, can we like figure out the times it would take us to get to each thing? Like how far away the forest is, how far away the tower is, and all that.
Yeah. Well, Leosin can pull out like a map of the entire continent, and roughly where things are positioned. So yeah. So the tree is about a day's journey away. Zonthel's tower is about 2 days away, though that has, critical possible, resources to gain.
Yeah.
Rezmir is kind of biding her time. She's actually very close. It's just a matter of either baiting her or waiting for her to make a move. And then the other town that has the library that eventually you probably want to go after Nigel, and is roughly, another day or so away. So all these are a bit of a trip away because they're not right next to the city, but there are means of getting you there even quicker. It's a matter of, these are all also time-sensitive things. So depending on whatever you decide to do, other things will progress in what is happening. Oh, also the Fate Portal's open again. That's something else too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
there's a
Fable is
lot of
also
stuff going
open.
on.
No.
Alright,
Here's your sandbox. As much as I can give you one, so.
Alright, what I'm thinking is, if you're able to keep as much of a concentration on the city as you can with the Knights of Justice, that might be extremely helpful. Don't suppose you could potentially reach out to Unthar and his fellas to try and potentially see about either stopping that tree or allocating some resources here, could you?
I suppose he would at the very least be worth talking to.
Because if we're able to continue to potentially put a delay on that tree to stop it moving any further, whilst also bolstering the attention here to ensure that Rezmir isn't exactly getting the upper hand on us, that might be awesome. The Cloaked Magpies and the Thieves Guild.
Aye.
You were able to get into touch with them?
Yes, they are desperately trying to narrow the search on the Temple of Tiamat and the Will of Dragons to see if they can find where it is. It's something that has been lost to time. We know it is on this continent. It's likely more north than south, but they can only move so quickly. They don't have the biggest groups.
No, that's perfectly fine. See if out of their search they're able to spare 1 or 2 people to just kind of scout out. Keep an eye on Talus the White. If we can kind of keep an eye on her and make sure that she's not in urgent danger while we go solve Arius's business, then we can go prioritize her next and make sure that she's safe and we get the mask from her.
I can get the word into them, so that is what you all want to do next, is handle that family crisis.
As much as I'm worried about everything else, with my family being in danger and not knowing what Nigel's next move is, I can't exactly leave him to his own devices.
Well, I can't say I approve. However, your judgment hasn't failed you yet, so if it has to be what it has to be, then I will put those words out to the connected factions. They are all basically willing to hear you out at this point, so I'll see what further information I can get you. As Zarhim is recovering, he is planning one more meeting for all of us together. He hopes to have the final map piece before then, of course, so.
Of course. And just a quick question. The anti-divinity cube that we picked up a while back, don't suppose that'll be able to help out in case, like, an attack happens whilst we're gone, will it?
I'm trying to get Alexander and Zarhim to see if they can activate it properly. If they can, with their high level of magic, it will ideally create some sort of barrier around the entire city, and if neighboring villages are in danger, they could get behind its walls while it is up.
Then that might be the move that you might need to make. Whilst we're gone prioritizing everything on the outside, the Knights of Justice and,
We'll focus on the city.
Yes, and the Order of Gauntlet will prioritize their attentions here and on the exterior areas close enough to the city to ensure that everything's safe whilst that's being put up whilst we're gone.
You make for quite the general, Lucian.
No, I learned from him. I say, pointing to Arius, like, if anyone's got an idea of shit, it's him. I'm just purely spitting shit that I found in books.
Fair enough. But, alright, I'll start getting some sending messages out, dispersing it. And, we'll try to contain anything as best we can. The cube is my priority, for sure, to ensure Alakara is at least a safe haven should we delay too long on things. Watch your backs out there. If Resmir realizes that you have the masks on you, well, whatever she has at her disposal will be unleashed upon you while you're in the middle of something else.
And one more thing, Leosin.
Uh-huh.
If you could take the remainder of my family back at my estate into your care, just so that they're protected in case Nigel decides to come after them again, I would very much appreciate it.
Of course. Actually, that, and he pulls out a little piece of paper and some kind of orange quill, and he quickly scribbles on it. The quill doesn't even, it writes into it, even though there's no ink on it, and he scribbles that down, he rolls, and then as he shoots the paper into the air, it, burns. And he's like, alright, new technology we've been working on, fire message. That I've already sent the request to a couple of my soldiers, and they will go and get your family out of there with a few of their possessions.
Wonderful. Thank you again.
Of course. Yeah, it's... At least everything's coming together. I have a lot of calls to make. And he shoots out from the table. If you'll excuse me.
Well, catch you soon then, my friend.
Sure. Good luck out there, and keep your heads about you. And he's gonna head off on a sprint to try and get things moving as quickly as possible. So.
Well, Mr. Trueblood, shall we go rescue your damsel in distress and your boy?
You know, I've been thinking. You guys sure this is a good idea? You guys... You know what happens when I'm finished with Nigel, right?
Unfortunately, I am aware of the possibilities. But I'm hoping that whatever you have got, that fight left in you, it gives you enough time to at least see this through to the end, and not just what's going on with Nigel.
And I'd rather, have you ascend to another plane through these means, instead of potentially turning into a, for lack of better words, little follower of the cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to think that after my business is done, that I would just abandon you guys to fight the cult on your own.
Oh, man. And we've learned a lot from you, so you're not fully gone. You heard Lucian a second ago. Even if you're gone, which I hope won't happen, you'll still be with us. In a way.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, there's no way I'm gonna be able to focus on anything else until this is done. Alright. Let's say we go scout around this old abandoned library and see what we can find.
Alright, well, let's hit the road then. And I'll slap him on the shoulder gently and, get up and head for the door.
Okay. So that is the decision you guys have made. That is the next quest you are going on. Okay, then I'm going to have to scroll through my notes here.
Do we know what the prices are to get an armor 2+2, by the way? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, what?
Plus 2.
Yeah, armor 2+2. Does anyone remember the price for that?
Not
I
off the
do
top of my
not.
head, no.
Oh, by Reno.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Bye,
pain.
Reno.
Typical. Anguish.
Suffering. How long do you reckon it would take for Zoldoon to enchant my revolver?
No, it's also I'm like.
I mean,
Last time I
want to
think it's-
take the if you want to take the chance to go speak with him, it's up to you. But
I mean, a quick speaking with him can't take longer than 10 in-game minutes. So
Yeah.
Well, fusing's gonna take at least like a few
Yeah.
hours, if not a day.
yeah, but we just like want to figure out like what the prices and times are for that.
Yeah.
Just so we
Plus
have
we
Can
got
I
an idea.
ask him a question?
What kind of substances are you on? Where do I procure them?
so you're gonna go visit.
What's your
Zoldyr?
head count?
Yeah, we'll quickly go to Zoldoon's.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
just go check out real
if
quick.
that's what you want to do. Okay, so then you guys quickly, head up down the road, get as close to the Resplendent District as you can without actually going in there, because it is, like, right on the cusp of it. There's the large, purple-like, tented building. As you enter inside, you feel the arcane all around you, and your skeletal friend is once again throwing things into a big pot and laughing sadistically every time there's, like, a poof of different colors that he creates. And then eventually his one working eye, like, as he's looking up, slides down, like, at a very awkward angle and sees all of you. His head eventually, like, turning back with the eye just staying in place. Ah, the Veil Walkers come to see I and I Zoldoon once again. Bit sooner than I anticipated.
Yes, we've mostly come here to work out prices and time frames. I'm personally looking to potentially get either enhancement to my armor or my gun. Just looking to kind of get an idea of the price of that and how long that would take. And I think that goes for a few of us as well.
Yeah, either this armor here, and I'll point to my half plate +1, or maybe this shield, and I'll, show my shield, and I also have.
The shield's just a shield, right?
Yeah, but shield's just
Yeah.
a normal shield.
Okay. He'll wave his hand and it'll glow for a moment around you. Aye. The shield would need first tier enhancement. The armor would require second tier enhancement. Enhancements both magical to objects do not possess it. There is first, second, and third tiers. The price goes up as more magic must be infused into the object. For tier 1, I charge 1,000 gold pieces for this. For tier 2 enhancement, I require 4,000 gold.
Okay, and how long would those take?
Magical enhancement is difficult. I can start on multiple objects at the same time, but it takes 24 hours to complete.
Okay.
So for +1 to a weapon or to armor, just to be clear, is 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
To make it a +2 is 4,000. If you're going from mundane, the places do have to add, but the time does not alter. And then regardless of whichever enhancement you get, it takes 24 hours for him to do it.
Okay. What are the chances I'll need my shield?
Probably high.
Probably
Yeah,
very
the
likely,
the 2 AC is kind of like very important. But we don't have any time other than to.
See, crunch time. You really got to think about what you want to do.
I don't know. We might have time once we've got Talus and her mask and we're back in the
Yeah,
city. Maybe.
maybe after Talos. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't make any sense to try and enhance anything right now.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right. Well, I'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yes,
Why do
will
you
be.
sound Austrian when you say that? I'm just kidding. Not how he responds.
What the fuck is Austria?
Well, as you tell him you'll be back. Oh, I am most confident you shall return to me.
Let's never go back.
As you walk off, you hear him mumble. She says that now, but she cannot resist.
Oh god. Actually, so I did want to talk to Zoldoon a little bit.
Oh.
All right. Well, not looking for any enhancements, but what kind of magical items do you have in stock?
I do not have the most impressive assortment at this time, but I can offer you a few things. I'm not going to have him do the voice for everything. Okay, so So he always offers a bag of holding. He
Some would call this trash. I call it no.
he offers the brooch of force shielding, which gives you resistance to force damage, and you are immune to magic missile. That's 3,000 gold, by the way. There is the alchemist jug. It produces various types of liquids 3 times a day, based on just
Classic.
Yep. He offers poison arrows. You can get quantity of 2 multiple times, and they deal. It's like a regular arrow. They do an additional 1d6 poison damage on attack.
Too bad we don't have a ranger.
Yes. There you can get a potion of climbing. You can get a potion of healing common. You can get a potion of healing greater. And you can also get, well, the other thing is just elemental enhancements on your weapons that he can offer, which will give you extra, like, elemental damage to your weapon. But you still have to leave it with him for, it's a shorter amount of time, but you still gotta leave it with him for 12 hours, so.
Yeah, not worth it. You said potions of healing greater.
Yes, you
He
can
doesn't
get
have any superior.
You can get, no, you have common and greater at this time.
Okay.
And a potion of climbing, just in case.
Yeah. Let's do. And how much are the potions of healing greater?
Greater are 100 gold per.
And the potion of climbing?
Potion of climbing is only 30 gold at this time, discounted.
Okay. I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna get 3 potions of healing greater, plus we'll say 2 potions of climbing.
Okay, so
So
3
should be
great. So
360.
yeah, that'll be 360 gold. Once again, he'll just kind of wave his hand across the money when you hand it to him and disappear. And then in its place will literally be these little bottles that 3 of them being red and 2 of them having this like greenish color to them. So
Sweet.
Do we still have the item that locked the souls in the prison?
No.
Leo
Yeah.
said break it.
Yeah, it was smashed. Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, let's trap Zoldoon
there's
in there.
something-
Summon him like a fucking Pokemon.
There's something else I think I wanted him to look at, but I can't remember what it is.
You could also like, because I don't know if Kieran told you, but you have 5 arrows of +2 that you can sell to him because nobody of us uses arrows.
That's a good idea. Yeah. How much would I get for these arrows?
Okay, hand them out to him. He kind of perks up. Ah, and I see great magic in these arrows. I give you 100 gold each.
And there was how many?
5.
Okay, so 500.
500
I'll
gold.
take
for
it.
you.
And I'll split it between everybody, giving them each 100 gold.
Oh shit, okay.
So
Thank you.
nice.
Then add Reno, Albertus, plus 100 gold points.
Sheldon plus no gold points.
Sheldon plus possible magic infusement next time you see him. So
Will you fuse the
Okay.
turtle?
Anything else that we can sell while we're here?
Not that
think so, right?
not that I can see. The thing is pretty good for me.
The spell scrolls you can use at least, right? Because modify memory you can use, I think. Areas, because you're like a wizard, right?
I don't have modify memory.
We have a spell scroll. Kieran, do you not tell me
Oh, we
shit?
do.
he knows nothing.
Yeah, we have
there's
a
a
spell
spell
scroll of
scroll.
modify memory. We have a spell scroll of it's up in the chat of animate objects.
That's the only reason I didn't say anything, because it's up in the chat.
Yeah, but you should tell people when you give them items on their character.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, so all right. What do I have in my inventory?
I think you picked up pretty much everything.
Yeah, you picked up a bunch of that stuff.
Okay.
The arrows, the superior healing, scroll of animate objects, scroll of modify memory, the deed, the letter
Give me a second.
opener, the bracelet, devilish seal, and then the money
Not the
which you
closing
divvied up.
argument because I did that. Spell scroll.
Also, if I recall correctly, can't clerics use modify memory?
No, it's bard and wizard. So actually, Lucian can use it as well.
I'm gonna fucking gaslight.
Does somebody
this
want to
motherfucker.
quick fire what animate object and modify memory levels are?
They're both 5th level.
Both 5th level.
Yeah.
mhm.
See, I give you guys nice stuff sometimes.
Animated silver letter opener. What is that?
It's done in like a Studio Ghibli style. It seems it's really nice and beautiful to look at.
Does it just like move on its own and just opens letters for you?
Probably. We haven't
Yes,
checked.
or it can be sold. That's kind of the purpose of it.
Okay.
Or you can
Okay.
use it
Yeah.
to make
How
opening
much?
letters really easy. So you know.
How much would I get from the silver letter opener?
Offering to him. Fuck, I gotta go back to my notes here and find it. Here we go. You'll get 900 gold for the animated silver letter opener.
Holy! All right,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
I'll definitely fucking sell that thing.
Okay. It'll basically willingly like float into his hand, and he'll just like put it in his pocket. Very good, and he'll give you 900 gold in like a little baggie.
How much would I get for the dragon bone bracelets with the rubies in it?
650 gold.
Okay. So that's now up to. Okay, hold on. So you said the last one was 900. This one's
Yep.
650.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I mean, sir. I mean, boss. I mean, poobah.
No. So that's okay. So that's 310 gold for everybody.
310
Man, look at him
extra.
sharing like that.
Oh yeah.
When I play in someone's
Alright.
campaign, I'm keeping all that shit for myself. So
Arius is a trust fund, baby. He don't need any of that shit.
I'll be dead in a couple hours anyway. So
Pretty much. What is this? What is this devilish seal, by the way? Is this just like Lazavos's like own?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
what
that
it's
anymore.
given to
You gave that to Zoldoon. So
Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, because that's the stamp.
yeah.
Okay. All right, that's everything. All right. I suppose I guess I might be seeing you again at some point.
I'm sure you will. Besides, even if you do not see me in this lifetime, I'm sure you will see me in the afterlife. He kind of giggles.
All right, and I'll leave.
All right. Anybody else with business for Zoldoon before you take off?
Nope.
have a
Yeah,
s-
I do. I would like to buy those two things.
Okay.
Does he have them?
I love that you asked me privately, and so no one knows what you're talking about.
Because I don't like visualizing that
Okay.
way. I think it's weird.
Does Zoldoon have a magical cock ring and a packet of condoms?
All right.
I don't like
so,
visualizing it, so I'm going to text you instead.
He does have. You're lucky for you. He does like collecting stones, so he does have an ornate stone that you could purchase
Oh,
for.
yeah, no, that's great. No, that's fine. Just say it anyway, I guess.
Well, these
Yeah, that's
people are
fine.
gonna
How
see
much
you
is
do
it?
it anyway, so.
I know. Fine. Ornate stone, metal lockbox. I'm looking to do the summon construct thing. I just think
Alright.
it's weird visualizing it that way.
Why?
He has all kinds
I
of
don't
things
kn-
for magical
Because
purposes.
I
so.
like visualizing it differently. If I wanted to summon a construct, I don't think Spaztalk would do it using a fucking magical stone.
You
That's
can
all
view
I'm
it in
thinking.
yourself. Well, I don't know. Okay, fine. Well,
Whatever.
because it's two separate
How
prices. I
is
gotta.
it? How
I
much
gotta-
is it?
The stone is 60 gold,
Fine.
and then because you'd rather you have an interest in constructing specific ways to cast your magic there. Rather than simply getting a box, you want materials to incorporate your own ideas into it and create something more unique. So instead of charging you 400 as he would for the normal piece of equipment, he'll actually give you a discount and only charge you about 280 because you have to assemble it yourself.
280
I love
gold.
IKEA.
Yes.
I love that.
280 for basically it's not even a box at this point. It's just components that you can use to build whatever you need. So
Alright. Fine.
you get a sexy discount.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I still can't do it because I need 400 gold and now I'm broke.
But you don't have money?
No.
What? We got like over 2 grand last session ago, or like over one or 2 grand each.
Maybe I forgot to add that.
My brother
Yeah,
in
you did.
Christ.
Yeah, you
It's
guys.
always pretty funny because I've always imagined like this little ornate box thing is like a reverse fucking Ghostbusters trap. Like you slide it across, you press a button, it just fucking releases
Yeah,
a
it shoots
construct of your
something
choosing.
Apparently it requires 400 gold though, so it's just like a little fucking...
No, I think the ornate box is meant to be worth 400.
Yeah,
gold.
it needs. Yeah, the box needs to be worth 400 gold.
Is it? Oh, okay, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's a material, if it's a financial component, typically, it will usually like say like how much like the item itself should be worth.
Yeah.
Which is why like whenever we're looking for
Oh yeah,
diamonds, Elisa's
metal
always looking-
lockbox worth at least 400 gold, you're right.
Yeah, it's why every time we go like gem shopping with Zulia. She's like, all right, I need a diamond worth at least 400, and she like gets Lucian to like check it with the monocle.
But
Yeah.
but what my point in giving it to you like that is so if you just asked for the object itself, he would give you of that specific value. Instead, he gave you the pieces that are of that value. You just paid cheaper for it. So you technically have enough of that value. It just needs you need to take the time and the effort to basically turn it into something that can be used. So. Okay, good talk. So moving on.
I don't think my mic picked me up. Yeah, that's
Oh.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay, good talk.
everyone satisfied then, or is there more shopping?
I'll say so.
Or- okay.
Very satisfying.
good.
So where are we going from here?
We're gonna go to the
Library.
fucking library, yeah.
Okay. So
I
you're
want to
gonna-
read.
You guys are gonna head out of the city and make way for based on where you roughly believe that town to be and the deed spoke of.
Yep.
I will note, as you guys are leaving the city, there's some wanted posters on the side of the wall. Most of them
Ooh.
seem to be low-level bandits. One of them is actually for the Dragonborn of Rezmir, because people saw her and everything. There's also one. It's a wanted poster for. It says it's not even a wanted poster. It's more of like a warning. It says, "Watch out for the bookshelf destroying centaur." So.
What?
Warning
uh,
for bookshelf destroying. Okay.
And, so yeah,
I can't
that's
remember. Didn't Albertus destroy a bookshelf or some shit?
Yep.
I think he did.
That's so funny.
So you guys see that as you walk
Convenient.
out. Yeah.
Man,
Anyways,
if only Albertus was here.
I am here. What the fuck? Guys, I'm not like mighty whatever his name is, where we don't even know who that was.
Who was that guy?
Who was it?
So anyways, you guys
like
continue
my
onwards.
teacher.
Okay, well it's gonna take a little time to get there. So I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll
It's not
say.
as far as the other stuff. I'll say we're just gonna straight travel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, okay, so we're straight
Should we
traveling.
get a Karen? Should we get a Karen for that?
We definitely could.
I mean, we have the money. I
Let's
mean,
see-
we
yeah,
might
let's
as
see-
well.
let's see why
Fuck
not.
Yeah,
it.
fuck it. We'll do that
Make
then.
it make it faster.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, I guess we're not going on foot, which means it'll take even less time. Good thing you guys said something.
Yippee!
Yippee.
So, okay, well, there's caravans for sale. We don't have to roleplay it out necessarily. It'll be, if you want something fast enough to get you there in the shortest amount of time, you'll need about 50 gold.
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Easy.
Okay. Okay, 50 gold paid. Then you get
Yep.
a couple of youthful, muscular horses, and they begin to trudge you guys along.
Hell yeah.
Keep in mind this is rented, so they want it back in 48 hours.
Oh.
We'll
I would
figure
like
it out.
to cast Longstrider.
I was about to say,
God.
Lucian's got his gun resting on his lap, keeping an eye on Spaz Talk.
Spaz talk, draw, long shot. Shoots his finger off so he can't count the spell. Yeah. I assume we're not long stridering the horses.
No.
Okay.
After last time, no, we are not.
Then whoever's got the reins, and they take off, leading you guys down the rickety path, the wheels spinning. The carriage is well put together, so it won't fall apart just because of how fast you're going. And you
Yes.
ride through the open field, eventually through some forest, across some hellish areas, all whilst traveling to this town. So,
Yeah. During that time, Spastic can probably build together his little thing, right?
yeah, it's gonna take a few hours. So, is that what
Awesome.
you would like to use your time for, Spasta?
Yes.
Okay. Please describe to us, because apparently I ruined this prees. Please describe to us, how you go about making this thing and flavoring it to your character.
Basically, you put me on the spot now. Fuck.
I thought you'd
I've
be
been
thrilled to
thinking
talk
this
about it.
before. I am thrilled. I am thrilled. But basically, how I wanted to do it is I kind of half described it before, but then I was rudely interrupted by realizing that I can't do this because I didn't have a fucking lockbox. So basically, what it is, as I'm traveling along this rickety path, finding it very hard to work because of the fucking potholes and shit, the shitty road.
A wrench falls out and you have to like.
This
jump
is
off
what
and grab
happens
it.
when people don't pay their taxes. Spaz Talk.
Dude,
The
road
roads don't get
taxes, road taxes can do one right now. Do you know how much? Do you know? Because I had to go tax my car. Do you know how much it was to tax my car?
No.
Well, not my car, but it would have been my dad's car £350 for the road tax. Piss
As we
off. Anyway.
What I'm
So-
hearing is that Spaztalk doesn't doesn't contribute to his community. He's got it.
I can't
No,
make the
he
joke I want to
doesn't.
make. We're streaming, so.
Make it anyways.
So-
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah, no.
Commit to the bet.
I'll make it later.
Basically what it is it is a sort of harness that is actually equipped on Pilot. So in a way, it's a full body outfit with a helmet, arms, legs. Not really like held together by much on its own when being worn on Pilot. So it doesn't actually provide much protection. But it does act as a sort of frame with its own hydraulics and different ways that it can shift and move. On the back of it, you do see a wind up sort of mechanic, like how you would with a, like a music box or a toy that you would wind and it would go. It attaches into the rear part of Spaztalk. So basically, while it's out of commission, it would wind up, and then once it's released, the canopy opens on Spaztalk, and the body goes flying off Pilot, and it can be used independently of it, using the mechanical motion of the twist mechanism on the back. I've sufficiently
wind-up
bored you
toy.
all now. Yes.
It's a wind-up toy. Interesting.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did he say something?
Yeah.
I'm
So
just
there
kidding.
you go.
Very cool.
That's what it is. That's how I'm flavoring it.
I fuck with it.
Interesting. You never failed to fascinate me with what you're able to tinker up.
And you said I was smart. I just come up with stupid ideas that seem smart enough. I got the idea from a musical box that I saw a while back in Alucard. It's cool. I liked it.
What is it, so what does it do?
Basically, the idea is so that I can wear it and cast it basically whenever power is applied through a motor in Spaztalk that gets turned, well, whenever I'm inside of it. It can be cast once per day, so there's only so much energy that it has. It's not great for protection on myself, but, well, I mean, motors have to go somewhere for it, and mechanisms. So, ideally, it can be used as somewhat of a companion and be hopefully helpful in combat.
Well, Lord knows we could always use more help in a fight, that's for sure.
Yeah. This one doesn't talk back to you, unlike somebody's new buddy. I look over to Zelia.
Be quiet. I like him.
You think he's rude.
Why?
I just...
Oh, you have met. You'll see him later. Don't worry.
It's Zelia's
Crash.
new boyfriend.
Not true.
I talk back to people. Actually, no, that doesn't surprise me. I do talk back.
Anyways, did you have a name for it?
No? Rust buckets and bolts.
I'm gonna call it Steven.
Steven? I like Steven.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
I'm
good
not
name.
gonna put a name on it because if I wear it as armor, then it's basically just me running around looking at like Steven, which doesn't really make too much sense.
Okay, that's fair.
It is an extension of myself.
Fair enough.
I think it's cool. Fuck you.
We're literally all saying it's cool.
Yeah, everyone's complimenting. He's like, you
Yeah,
guys
everyone's
suck.
complimenting it.
This is cool.
I'm just not kissing your ass because of everything you do to me.
You're all mean to him, so he
Listen.
thinks you're being
Because of the pain you put me
sarcastic.
through.
Alright, look, I have to admit, maybe, okay, I just feel a little invalidated after, I build this cool shit, makes me feel a little bit better, and then I look over and then I realize that you, locked in a cave, managed to build that, points to your arm, with a box of scraps!
Well, I mean, it was pretty haphazardly. And like, no, Lucian's gonna tap and just be like, anything I actually put in there is fucking broken. It's purely mobility now. It's just, I can flex it, I can pick shit up, and that's about it.
Well, I think it's pretty cool.
Not as cool as
And
that, but you know.
For the record, I'm a little jealous. You did a good job. Welds are nice. It looks good.
I'm gonna lean over to Zillia and be like, I don't want to boost his ego, but I took most of the ideas from watching him work on his stuff.
Tell him.
Okay. Well, if it makes you feel any better, the only reason I had any idea on how to throw this together at all is because of the fact that where we have sat as a group and we haven't been isolated to separate rooms, I have watched you work.
Ah,
So the
Not
fact
used
that
to
I
being
still
watched.
have 2 arms is entirely on you. And I thank you for that.
Pilot sort of, I guess, shuffles a little bit in his inside Spazstock and maybe blushes a little bit, but he's like, that's very nice, but I mean, I'm still alive because of you, so let's call it even. And
I
if
can
you
work
ever
with
want
that.
to make any sort of adjustments, need any guidance, a little bit of help, maybe ease up some of the springs, that little hand of yours, then give me a shout. And if you have any problems with it, we can look at it, and maybe I can show you a thing or two yourself if you're interested, of course.
I might take you up on that at some point. Maybe when everything is settled and this becomes more for domestic use than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like that. Always wanted to know how to shoot, like accurately.
Well, I might not be the greatest shot in the world, but I can happily teach you. As long as you promise to
Hitting
like
goblins to trees.
look. Let's be real; those goblins deserved it.
It was a good shot, Kieran. God, fuck.
Who the fuck is Kieran?
He broke character. That's gonna be 3d10 psychic damage for breaking character.
No.
Wait.
Has a fucking aneurysm.
Oh god, I've never done that before. That's fucked up that I did that.
Bro complimented me out of character.
That's
I
like-
feel
No.
I feel validated. I feel accepted in life.
That's the worst way to kill the moment right there. Is refer to someone by their real name instead of the
No.
fictional name at that point.
Dude, don't rub it in. I know, man. I do this all the time. I told somebody they got thrown under the bus, bro. I was like, what the fuck is a bus? Instantly afterwards.
That's so funny.
Anyway, moving on.
After my
That's the sentimental bit done.
after my combos, Leah will whisper into Lucian's ear. See, sometimes it pays to be nice, and give you a little kiss on the cheek.
So for some weird reason, Lucian has gone from really pale and white to red for some weird reason. It seems instead of a devilish heritage, he might actually have more in common with the common tomato.
And the pyramid.
And a pyramid.
That's crazy.
Suddenly, the talkative one has not much to say.
Yeah, no, genuinely. Bro is like, he's locked in. He's staring at the floor of the carriage, like kind of like, what the hell? What is this feeling?
Well, those two are flirting. I'm gonna move to the other side of the carriage, kind of sit next to Spazstock, and just kind of talk to him one on one. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I finished up what we've been working on for a little bit, and I will show him the thing that we've both been kind of working on this entire time, which you should already have the image of, Sketchy. And
Oh shit, I like it.
look, what's, you know, for this entire time I've been focused on this one goal of taking down Nigel and saving my family. Everything else be damned what happened to me afterwards. And while I still accept whatever happens to me no matter what, I want you to be the one to pass this off.
Not both of us?
I don't know, man. I'd like to believe that there's something left for me after all this. But when I've been chasing this goal for as long as I have, and it's quite literally been fueling me, along with the pain that I've felt, it'll be nice to get some relief after all this, and I know that they'll be in good hands. Your hands. You've proven that more than enough times.
You know, you may not... It's something that I still haven't, in all honesty, fully come to agreement with. I'm understanding that there's probably not gonna be any way that you can be there. I do understand that. Okay, not something I'm happy about, but you know that on that day, you will be there. Maybe not physically, but everybody will be thinking of you. Everybody will know that you're the reason why any of us are still here. And you're the reason why I am the way I am today. I would like you to be there for what you can be.
You know, growing up in the True Blood house, a family who's all about legacy and all about what kind of impact we can leave after we're gone. The day that I died, I honestly thought my legacy was going to be nothing more than a hothead soldier who made a name for himself by ruthlessly taking down all those in his path.
Very well, might I add, by the way. I've read the news articles. I know.
Yeah, but traveling with all of you, I'm glad that I could leave a different kind of mark on history. And as much as I've been there for you guys, you've been there for me just as much. So, it means a lot to hear that you'll all remember me, even far after I'm gone.
Oh yeah. Without any question. You'll be remembered by others too. We'll help them, Aris. Your kid. Your wife.
At least, even if he's gonna grow up without his father, he'll have all of you to look up to.
Believe me, I have enough stories to tell him about the great Demon Thorn. The great Arius. And, about my best friend.
All right. And he just kind of just like slaps both of his cheeks to kind of get his mind back in the game. Okay. Focus up.
Yeah. One last thing though. How do you want to do that with the thing?
Now's not the right time.
Okay.
We'll get it. You'll know when the time is right.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of, I'm gonna sort of, like, as Arius gets up, you just sort of see Spaz start looking in his hands. He's about to try and do something similar to what he did, but he realizes he's made out of metal and doesn't really make it.
There's like this loud reverberation.
Broken cusses himself by accident.
Yeah. Like, he kind of does it once and is about to do it the second time. He's just like, that doesn't really work for me.
Slaps the face, the controls inside move, he backflips out of the caravan and just flops out, yeah.
All right.
Alright, that was very nice, you guys. All right, both of you take your inspiration. I'll give it to you for that.
Hey, let's go.
If you,
Love
I mean, if you
inspiration.
already got it, you don't get another one. Remember, but if you don't have one, then you can have your. It's remember, it's 1d10 to any roll except saving throws. So, okay.
And damage, right?
No, it could be any roll. It can go to damage if you want.
Oh damn.
Hell yeah.
Inspire,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
God.
That's
Because
crazy
I
on
run
a crit.
inspiration.
Oh,
I run inspiration different than anything. Okay, well, all right. Hold on a second. No, because it's not weapon damage, so it's just extra damage. So the inspiration die does not double on a crit. Okay.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was thinking like, no, so you're telling me I could add a 1d10 to my damage.
If you so wish to.
That is
yes.
pretty good. That is pretty fucking good. It's not gonna lie.
I'm so
Wait,
glad I
what
got
is this?
inspiration up my
I'm gonna
sleeve.
start inspiring
Inspiration.
enemies.
Villain inspiration instead of heroic inspiration.
Damn, I really
Damn,
role
that's a cool
played
name.
Resmir pretty good. I'm gonna inspire myself and give her a D10.
Cyan Raph's got inspiration now. What the hell?
Honestly, I should have given it to him a while ago, but it's fine.
Especially for his remark about, "Hey, you like girls? Me too."
He's happily married, though. All right.
Cyanrath.
We haven't seen him.
What a
in
guy!
while.
Love that
I haven't seen
guy.
him in so long.
Gotta bring him back. All right, get the
Gotta
boys
bring
back
him
in
back.
town. All right.
Get the boys back.
So I'll say the carriage actually stops this from taking the entire day. It is going to get late though. You arrive in the town. It's very small. There's only a few people. There's some lights going on. Obviously, you can tell which one the library is because it's the giant Victorian style like castle like structure you see. It is made out of like black stone and bricks. It pales the size of everything else. It is like 4 times the size of any other house. All these are little like wooden huts, and then there's this just giant ancient structure here. There are no lights on inside of it compared to everyone else. As you arrive, you guys slowing the horses down. It is now, the sun has almost completely set. It is turning into nighttime. But this is the location that you can best surmise, and you even see the name of the library there. So,
What's it called?
that is, well, whatever name it used to have, it is now just the True Blood Manor is carved across the sign. So.
What a pompous asshole.
Huh?
Carving our fucking family name into an old defunct library like he owns it. Wait, I pull out the deed. He does own it. Fuck.
He's probably smart enough to make copies too, so ripping this up won't mean anything. But fuck it, just tears it apart.
Shit. Yeah, just tears it up anyways.
So yes, it is it's pretty tall. It's like I mean, there's no windows at the top of it. There's only windows on what appears to be the first floor. There's a large double oak door in it. There is also, it appears to be steel reinforcement on the upper levels of it, meaning infiltration from there might be very difficult. So
Are any of the lights on? Can we see that already?
there
Like,
are
on the bottom floors?
inside. No, there are continual flames lighting up the doorway, so you can see it pretty well. But there's no guards or anything around, from what you can see. At least in the front. There's no lights on inside though.
All right. I'm gonna send out my familiar to scout around the entire building.
Okay. I would also note as this evening continues on, it gets cloudier and cloudier, and you start to feel light trickles of rain on you. It's not starting
No
to pour
way.
yet, but it's starting to drizzle. So
I love
rain.
By
weather.
the way, how far are we away from it? Like, are we like just in the middle of the road, or
depends
like,
on where you
avenue
want to
or
stop the
whatever?
caravan. You get into the town. It's it's only a handful of segments of road. If you
so
wanted
it's
to pull up,
actually in
where do
town.
you want to pull up to it? You want to pull up right next to it, a little ways away from it, hide behind something?
I say a little ways away.
I would say a little ways away, and maybe just like.
There's like a
scout it,
barn
I guess.
nearby. It's like a good, 50 feet from it or something that you could like park
And
the
are
caravan
we-
behind and stuff.
Are we talking like in the center of town, or sorry, I'm just trying to like imagine it. Like, are we in the
Loosely,
center of
it's
town,
more
or are
towards the
we-
back, but there are other buildings around it. It's not on the complete outskirts. It's in
Right.
a lesser populated area, probably because
Okay, so there's not a whole lot of people around.
No, there's a few people. There's like an old lady in a rocking chair outside one house, or there's like a family having dinner inside another house, but they're ways away. So,
Like a
But-
suburban environment, but like.
but if
like
you blow up the house,
center.
it'll probably affect other people. So
Okay.
just FYI to that. So. I meant that you'd blow it up, like Spastic's like, all right, I got this. It's like, no, my wife is in there,
I know, I'm doing you a favor.
What?
Damn.
Spastox, makes a heel turn. It's like, you won't have to worry about her missing you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were Revivify.
Did you know it costs around 200,000 to raise a child nowadays?
Oh, jeez.
Who the fuck wants to pay that?
No one can afford all that gold.
All right. Yeah. So I'll say we parked the caravan behind that barn.
Okay.
And start to approach on foot. I don't want to get like too close. I want to stay like out of line of sight.
Okay.
Of any like windows and stuff like that.
Can I do a perception roll potentially to see if any of the citizens are paying like extra attention to us more than other ones might? You know, just to see if like maybe there's some people that think we're suspicious or all that, or potentially people that might belong to the True Blood Man or whatever.
Well, you could see. I mean, you got some passing glances as you rode in, but well, you know, make a perception check for
I love
clarification on
him.
that.
Big fan.
As
I'll give myself
for-
a guide.
While you go ahead, while you're rolling,
Yeah.
as the hawk she's flying around, she notices that there appears to be some small holes in the roof. They're not small enough for her to really fit through, but there's some holes in it. The moonlight kind of shining in. Looking around, it appears to be pretty much intact. It looks like it's actually being repaired. Noting that the steel is like fresh and recently like pushed into it. From what it appears, there's no other entrances other than the front door at this time. It looks like there used to be a back entrance, but it has been built over. And
31.
31.
Yeah.
So yeah, while she is looking at that, you Zelia, are looking at the around. There's some, continual flames on like posts to light up the way. There's a couple people outside kind of walking. There's like a couple walking and talking to each other. Some people looked at you being like, oh, new people or whatever, but no one is like giving you suspicious looks or murmuring, nearby or anything like that. So.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
The hole in the roof. Can I have the hawk fly down and like look through it?
Sure. So she'll perch herself and try and like, turn her head and stick an eye through. The moonlight lights up what appears to be a kind of cramped chamber. There's a lot of books on shelves. It's a pretty tall room, roughly like 60 feet high or something. There's a long table. There's a couple long tables. She's not able to make out. There's some figures in there. It's too dark. They're not in the moonlight where she can see. One appears to be a male figure walking around, actually looking at books and stuff. There is the glint of a blade on the hilt of this individual. And in the corner of one area, some shadowy thing, like kind of moves by in a quick like serpent's like, but it doesn't look humanoid in any way. And there's also like a double staircase that leads downwards from this room. So.
All right. Well, in terms of options for getting in. It's either the front door or potentially. Let me see. Can you take somebody with you when you use Misty Step, or is that just like one person?
No, it's just
Vortex
yourself.
That's
warp.
just one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Vortex Warp you're thinking of.
Yeah. How many people can you take with Vortex Warp?
To yourself
two.
and someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Zelia and I have Misty Step, right?
Sorry, it's called
Vortex
Phase
Warp.
Step.
Right. Face Step.
Yeah.
And you'll be
So that
frightened
I
if she
leaves-
does
just got
it first.
Vortex Warp.
Yeah. So that just leaves Lucian and Albertus. So, man.
Spaztox got Vortex Warp as well.
I do.
Wait, does somebody else have it?
Spastok has it on his thing, right?
Spaztox
Yeah.
has Vortex Warp.
He'll have
You
to
guys
burn it
but I'm-
twice though.
Phase.
So.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the problem though. I'm wondering how we can get everybody in.
We call Spastok.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was unplugged.
Yeah, no
for
worries.
accident, Sorry.
You have the item that the item the item where you can have a spell
Yes,
sword on
but
that. You've got
in
Vortex Warp on that.
At the moment, no, I don't. I
okay.
have a catapult on that.
Okay. Yeah, then never mind.
Well, I can use it. Like, that's not a problem. I can use it at level 2.
Oh, okay. So
You just have to use it like 3 times. That's the main thing.
you think so?
Yeah, because he has to get in, get out, and get in again to get 2 people inside.
What about,
it's not feasible.
What about spell storing object? Is that something you could do?
No, spell storing object is what Julian was talking about at the start there. Sorry, I have to take my heads off while I'm explaining this because I have to open the door for my cat. So, if I'm speaking honestly though, I put catapult on my spell storing item, so I can't do that.
You can't do more than one.
No, I can only do a level 2 spell. I can have it 10 uses of it, but you pick it at a long rest, and I picked catapult.
Gotcha.
Because you guys are taking so long, I will say at this time, the front door actually opens wide. One of the doors gets yanked back, and it's a feminine figure, runs out and starts running away from it.
Oh. Do we recognize
Does
the
she look
feminine
happy?
figure?
It's too dark to tell. You're
Does
too
she
far
look
away.
scared?
Oh yeah, whoever this is looks to be running for hers or their life. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Where is she running towards?
She's running away from the town, actually, running down the road until it eventually just ends into like grassy plains and just yeah.
Okay. Why?
Just not being
Since we caught her running out of the door, I do want to like keep pace with her and kind of follow her, but like out of sight.
Okay.
But then once we get to about the edge of town, I do want to like stop her.
Okay. So then you basically follow along, like hiding behind the buildings as you go down the road. She, like she's wearing some long formal gown. Looks like one of her sleeves is actually going over her hand as if it was like torn or something. Her arms are like flailing as you just hear, just from a distance. Whoever this is not very athletic either. Eventually, she gets close. She's basically about to pass the last house before like the road kind of just stops and it turns into like dirt and grass and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Then at that point, I'm gonna jump out and kind of get in front of her and stop her. Whoa! Hold on.
Oh, she will like do a quick back step and slip and like fall on her back. She'll be like, no, I won't go back there. The voice, Arius, is that of your mother. As you hear her panicking and trying to climb away. I won't! He can't keep me there!
Mother, calm down, breathe.
How dare you call me mother! Get away from me! You're crazy! They're all crazy!
Shh, mother. Okay. This is gonna be rough, but I'm going to use Mage Hand to clamp over her mouth.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And then I'm going to lower the bandages so she can see my face.
Okay. First, she screams the loudest, and then she kind of like stops and just stares like bug-eyed at you. And she's like trembling all over.
It's me. It's really me. Are you calm? Can I let you go now?
She kind of like one of her arms is like kind of reaching out towards you. Because she's still got her mouth closed because you got Mage Hand down there.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna dispel Mage Hand at that point.
Okay. It vanishes and she just, Arius, my son have I finally lost it?
No, mother, I'm here. Really.
How? Your face, you look so hurt, so damaged. How are you here?
It's a bit of a long story, but short answer is there was no way in hell Nigel was gonna keep me down.
And she kind of like, puts her own hand in her mouth. No, when you went missing, I thought he was lying.
Look, let's get out of view of the rest of the town, and you can explain to me what's been going on.
She kind of like remembers what's happening. She like scurries up to her feet and like runs like to the side of the house.
All right. Yeah, as I kind of bring her over, did the rest of you guys follow me?
I would assume so.
I would assume
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I think I did.
Mother, this is the group I've been traveling with. We call ourselves the Veil Walkers. This is Zelia, Lucian, Spastok, and
Hi.
Albertus.
Hello. Despite the fact that she's petrified, she still like grabs her skirt and like curtsies a bit, as is the family, the royal thing to do for a family. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm sorry I'm not quite composed right now, she says, wiping her face. It's good to know you've kept yourself in. She kind of like, you know, she looks from the Fey girl to the mech man to the, you know, to the dude with the metal arm.
I'm gonna also curtsy.
Okay.
Yeah, with the bidet.
Yeah. I see you keep yourself in rather interesting company, but Arius,
Interesting's not even the half of it.
where have you been all this time? I thought when you went out on a mission and you never came back. I feared the worst.
Nigel and a few of his soldier buddies, they surrounded me. They called me out thinking that it was a monster attack, and they ambushed me. Nigel himself slayed me. As I'll kind of move my shirt to the side to expose where Nigel had stabbed me through the heart.
She gasps like horrifically. No. How could he? This is our fault. We weren't ready to lose your father, and then you all turned on each other.
Mother, this is not your fault. Nigel was never fit to be the head. And we should have known that he would have tried to pull some sort of trickery. Of course, I didn't think he was capable of murdering his own brother, but either way, it doesn't matter. Look, I don't know exactly why I'm back, but for some reason I've been given a second chance to put an end to whatever he has planned. Look, and he'll bring out the papers that Nigel had signed to try to get Simon taken over to his care. He wants my son. He wants something with him to use him as some sort of pawn in whatever game he has planned.
He does, he told me. He said without you around, he needs someone to mentor him, and that's why he took us. We're the only ones he wants, we're the only ones he needs, and, gods. Your son, he wants him to be the new head of the family. Since he knows he won't be able to have it. He already killed Evan. He'll take the family for himself, and he's gonna use Simon as some toy just to control and make him make all the decisions with him breathing down his neck the whole time.
Mother, Evan's alive. We managed to find him.
Oh, praise God.
He was barely breathing, but my friend Zelia here, she managed to bring him back. He's fine now, he's protected.
I am ever in your debt, my dear.
It wasn't not only me. Pilot helped as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm grateful to all of you. Arius, she puts a hand on your shoulder and she's like a little nervous about touching you because you're undead, but she still does. Arius, your wife, your son, they're still in there. He wants Valerie to sign over her rights, and your son, I don't even know what he's trying to do with them right now, but he's scared. And you know how Nigel gets when he's scared. He starts making foolish decisions. He might do something that he can't take back, and you have to hurry. There are things in there, things I do not understand, but you have to hurry. He might hurt your family.
How did you get out?
It was horrible, the thing. It didn't have legs, but it had multiple arms, and it wanted to keep me at bay, but I was able to slip past it. He was busy. He had his sword, and he had some light shining around it. I don't know what he was doing. He was trying to make something happen, and he said something that would end all this. I don't know what he means, but when he was distracted, I tried to get away. He won't let your wife get away. He's keeping a firm grasp on her, but I was able to slip out. I thought I could maybe find some soldiers or someone to go there and try and stop this.
Do you know of any other way we could get in? The front door, if we go in through there, it's suicide. We have to find another way in.
No, there was a glyph on the door. I wiped it clean before it could activate. He said it was some magical trap or whatever. In case someone tried to come in after us, I got rid of it, and all his attention is focused on whatever he's doing right now. There's a second staircase. I don't think he knows about it. The main one leads up the main stairs, but there's a passageway in the library. I read it in the documentation he had. You have to go through the front door, but if you could slip by without being noticed, there's nothing even down there, at least not when I left. You can take the secret stairwell. He won't know you're coming.
Okay. We have a carriage parked out by a barn not too far from the library. I want you to stay there for now. Don't go anywhere. Just wait for us to get back, okay?
You're just going in, just the 5 of you? Arius,
We didn't.
he beat you once before. Are you sure you can stop him?
I'm a lot stronger than I was. And plus, with these people at my side, he won't stand a chance.
As much as it pains my heart that you have to go in there and fight our own, I don't think there's any reasoning with him anymore. Fine, I just... When you come back, and you better come back, just... I think it's best if you don't tell me what happens.
Okay. Be safe, Mother. And Ari's looking for not an actual kiss on the cheek, but like kind of a, like cheek to cheek, touch.
Okay. And she'll willingly hold you back, so... And she'll nod at the rest of you as you, I guess, head off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, talk to me about what you're gonna be doing.
All right. So, the front door. She said that if we could slip through it undetected. I take it that means, well, there was nobody at the door to stop her. So I guess Nigel must have thought whatever glyph he put on there was enough. I guess
is she... Can I ask a question? Actually, is she still here?
I would have sent her back to the carriage. So we probably would have been walking that way for a while. So if you want to do something before we get there, go ahead.
I wanted to ask her something. I'm concerned about any sort of presence of like an arcane eye or something.
Hmm. Well, we do have see
Unlikely that
invisibility.
you know. We have what?
We just do have see invisibility on at all times. So
Yeah.
You don't have anything then?
Do have an idea.
All right.
Who is it that has some ability to elude capture and see anything that might, I don't know, anything like an arcane eye? We haven't had the best luck whenever it comes to security like that.
well, we have this rod, and it makes I can see invisible things. So there's-
Zelia, buddy.
yeah.
I think you can be really sneaky for us.
I can take off my armor and try. Yeah.
Alright. With that, I'm going to just like a like a printer from like the side of my hip. You just hear like a printing noise, and I just pull out like this massive cloth, just this massive cloth sheet, and I'm just going to throw it up over the top of you, and it like tightens around your body, and you are now invisible.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Wait, let's hear it.
Ta-da!
Artificers are weird.
Since when have you been able to do that?
This is just a little thing. Just a little thing I've been working on. Greater invisibility, by the way.
Ah,
Oh, neat.
Holy shit.
okay.
Okay, but don't we all need to go through?
Well, true.
If you could at least scout out the main room past the front door, and report back to us what you find, that should help at least.
What he said.
Yeah, I can. So the main room.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it quick.
Ooh, okay, yeah. I will need to take off my armor first, though, because otherwise I will have disadvantage on stealth rolls, which is why I said that.
Yeah,
And that takes 5 minutes or so.
that's fine.
Anything
No,
to target is anything.
How long does the spell last? That's more so my
A
concern
minute.
right now.
A minute.
Yeah, it's a minute. That's more so.
Can we just say
I'll
that,
say
like,
she
you've
takes
done
it off,
that
then he
before
throws
that.
it on her. I'll be
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. And then I'll use enhance ability at second level on myself to give myself an advantage on any dexterity checks. Yes. And then I will, while invisible, make my way stealthily inside. Can my group stay within 30 feet of like where the room like would be, so that I could potentially have a emboldening bond on me, or would that be too risky?
Good question. Is
Because I don't know how big in terms of foot the main room or like the building is.
I don't
At
know.
King.
That's up to King.
I mean, the building's pretty long. It's pretty thin, but it's pretty long. It's probably a good, 50 feet long or so. I mean, if you want them up next to the doorway, so when you go inside, they're still, close to you relatively in that room, you can. I'm not gonna, it's kind of what you guys want to do. It just, the more of you that are there and the closer you get, the more easy it is for someone to get detected, so.
I will let you guys decide. I can just have like guidance on myself and then have advantage plus 1d4. I think that would be good enough as well.
I think that'll be fine.
Hey, Lucian.
Don't
Listen,
worry,
can you-
I got you.
Thank you.
And with that, I'm gonna power on the back and be like, "You got this, okay?" And I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Huge. Yes, and then with that guidance on myself, with invisibility, I will make my way through the main door and scout out the main room, trying to be as sneaky as possible and see what I can find.
Okay. So, you head on in. There is an old wooden desk that looks like it has been slashed in half. It is like broken back. When
I guess
you
violence against wood runs in the family. Okay.
there is yeah, the one thing the brothers have in common, there is a the room itself is very big. There are just shelves upon shelves across the walls, and even like standing up of just books and books and books. You notice there are some iron poles jutting out into the ceiling that have been recently built there.
Into the ceiling, yeah?
Yeah. And in the center is a large spiral staircase. This is old and wooden, so it looks like it's still a part of everything. This is in the dead center, probably leading to the next floor. All around you, there are books and like debris scattered on the ground. You also notice that as you walk in and kind of walk by, floating above the doorway, a good 10 feet up and a few feet back, is a arcane eye that is staring right at the
No
door.
way.
So, did you roll stealth at any point? I didn't even hear you.
No, I was waiting for you to tell me to roll stealth.
Okay. Yeah, if you're you can roll it whenever you want, but if you're going to be walking right through the doorway, then probably.
Yeah, I will quickly roll
I'll
that
never
for you.
I'll never make you roll stealth, but you just like if you want to be sneaky. So.
Yeah, I just okay. Wait, hold on. Let me add my modifier really quick. So that is a 19 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4. That is a 28 total on the stealth.
Very nice. Okay, then you invisibly and quietly sneak by as the arcane eye doesn't follow you. It just continues to stare at the door. So.
Okay. And
yeah. It's very dark in here. The only light you see is something glowing from the top of the spiral staircase. So.
okay, yeah, the staircase only leads up.
Is there any way? Hang on, the emboldening bond is still up, so we can still talk, right?
The Rari's telepathic mind. But yes, that is up.
Right. If you can, by any ways, once you get up there, can you pass down some rope? Maybe we can come in from a better angle.
You want me to go up? Didn't his mother, Ariel's mother, say something about a secret library?
Just find the secret staircase.
Yeah, wise.
Yeah, I'll try and find the secret
Forgot about that,
staircase.
my bad.
Okay.
Uh,
So
roll
give
this.
me a perception check, I guess.
okay, I'm giving myself guidance again for that. Oh boy, that's ass. Oh no, that's not great. That is a 24.
24.
That is us.
That is ass.
It's terrible.
It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take. If you were a bit sharper, you might catch on quicker. So it's gonna take a couple minutes. As you scan the
Okay.
walls, you eventually find in between certain sections of bookcase on the wall, there's like a thicker gap in between one area compared to everywhere else.
Okay. I will first of all also let everyone know while I was walking around. I would have in the telepathic mind told you guys about what she's seen at the moment, so you guys would be aware of the Arcane Eye, and now the thicker gap.
I don't know why I cast that.
I would also like to specifically position myself so that I am hidden from the Arcane Eye, because the invisibility should be gone then if that has taken longer than a minute, because I think it was a minute long, right?
Yeah, he said a few
Yeah.
minutes, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
a minute
Yeah.
long, yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to have positioned myself so that the eye won't be able to immediately spot me. I would still try to be sneaky.
Okay.
Do I need to re-roll now that I'm no longer invisible, or...?
No, I will allow you to maintain your stealth for the time being. It's just you are no longer invisible, so if it sees you, it sees you. So
Okay.
it's still staring at the doorway right now because you, yeah. So
Okay, so what do I do? Yes, I see potentially the way to the secret room, but the eye is looking at the doorway.
I know the windows are reinforced, but can you see out through the windows?
Yeah, can I see out through one of my nearest windows?
yes, you just see the town.
Oh,
Yeah.
is there any way, Arius? Do you know by any chance? I think one of us knows it, but I can't remember who. The spell Minor Illusion. Even just something like a puff of dust or something to try and get it to look away.
I did know Minor Illusion. I do not have it prepared, though.
Ooh,
Ah.
unfortunate.
Should I try opening the window and you guys could just come through here?
No, the windows are all reinforced with steel. There's no way we'd be able to squeeze through.
Can I try and open it anyway?
So on the outside there are iron bars across the windows.
Yeah,
On
but-
the inside, the window can be opened. So you can open the window, but then there's like metal grating across it, basically, or iron bars across it.
Yeah.
No, we don't have anything.
Did you leave the front door open by chance?
Yeah, it was open ever since your mom ran out.
That sounds
Hey,
like a
keep an eye
dig,
on that
but it's not. Ever since your mom ran through them, you know.
Keep an eye on that arcane eye for me, real quick.
Okay, and I'm keeping an eye on the Arcane Eye.
You
I'm
have an eye on
gonna
the
summon.
eye.
I'm gonna summon my familiar, and I'm going to send it through the front door and up and away from it, and I want to see if the arcane eye follows it.
Okay. It goes through, and Zelia, you notice that as the I assume she's going kind of slow to keep its attention, not just zipping past it or anything.
Yeah.
So as she just kind of, the eye does take notice, and it like perfectly tracks the hawk's movements as it follows up and watches.
Okay, cool.
That worked.
All right, everybody, go. And I want to. I'll lead the charge through the front door.
I'm
Okay.
follow.
You all head in. Are you guys going in stealthily? Not stealthily?
Yes,
yeah, stealthily.
Okay.
Definitely.
Then tell you what. Whoever walks in first, they make the stealth check for this little group coming in.
Perfect. That
Arius.
would be me.
Okay.
Thank God. Thank God, because I have a +10 to stealth.
Oh my god,
He
this
rolls
is
a
insane.
1.
I know, right? How crazy would that be? Oh my God! Hello, dice. What are you doing?
We're rolling a 1. Duh.
Dice.
We're giving you bad luck, of course.
Yeah. 25.
25. Okay. Then yeah, you all try to, as quietly as possible, shuffle your way in. You are inside the darkness of the library. You can make out enough, but because there's like there's like some good moonlight coming in, but you know it's pretty dark in here. So
Yeah, Celia would have pointed out where she is and like, hey, over here.
Yeah. Once we move over there, I will dismiss the hawk.
okay.
I will cast Emboldening Bond once everyone's together.
I will note. The eye, as it stops looking, it begins to go down, but it doesn't immediately return to the door. It begins slowly starting to scan the room, so you get a few seconds to decide something.
Oh, okay. Okay, the eye's looking around. What do we do? What do we do? Can we hide behind an object? Is there an object that we can hide behind?
There are
That-
some
that would-
bookshelves that are standing up right now, so you can probably try. They're in like the middle
Yep.
of everything, so
Then I'll try hiding behind something like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think since there's nothing else to hide behind, that is probably the best idea.
Same.
Then you all try your best to hide out of range of it, whether you're on the side of the bookshelf or behind one side. Begins to scan across from where all you are. It doesn't seem to react to anything. It keeps moving. It keeps moving. stops at the end of the wall. It then kind of like as a sentry begins to go back. It's going quite slow, so you got to wait quite a while. But eventually, as it scans the room once or one time over, two times basically, it'll eventually begin to rotate itself back over and look down and begin looking at the doorway again. So.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, we're clear.
All right. Show us where the staircase is.
This way. How long does it take to put on armor? Does anyone know right now, by the way?
I don't think it's a set time.
I think it is like donning armor.
Yeah, it is.
It's a set
I
time.
know that I
Damn.
can.
Yeah, it's a set time.
There's a rule
depending
for
on the
that?
arm.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where? Oh yeah, medium armor takes 5 minutes to do on and 1 minute to do off. So I would need to take 5 minutes to put my armor back on at some point.
Okay.
You can take it now if you want.
Yeah, since I looked away. Hold on, let me put on my armor again. And I'd like to put on my armor again.
While she's
Hooray.
doing that, does someone else want to do something?
Yeah. Did you go ahead and point out where that spot is, where the secret stairway is?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, Arius would already walk over and start trying to figure out how to open it.
Okay. So you reaching along the well, what are you gonna do? Or roll investigation. I'm not gonna tell you what you do. You gotta tell me what you do. So roll investigation. Make it easier on me.
And if you're within 30 feet of us still, you get 1d4 at least.
Probably don't need it, but I might as well. 29.
Giggity. All right. So you begin feeling your way around. Across the sides, there's not much. You're going across the various levels of books and stuff. Eventually, you find a little gap between two books, and in there is a tiny little metal knob, and it looks like it can be pushed inwards.
Okay. And yeah, I'll give it a little push.
Push it. Okay. So you just a little. As you pushing that down, you feel so you hear like a light, and the bookshelf, that one specifically, slides forward about 2 inches ish. And it feels very loose now, like it's no longer attached to the wall, like by more than just like one little area.
Okay. Let's try to. I assume it's like it works either like a door or like something that could either slide to the side or like swing outwards.
Yeah. You're gonna like try pulling on it, just seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you try jostling a little bit. Eventually, you realize you can pull it forward a bit, and it like runs on like a bit of a track. And then once it goes far enough, you can slide it to the side, and the track goes underneath the bookshelf next to it, and it slides basically in front of that one. And now there's a doorway with stairs that lead and curve to the left, as it looking like they go up.
Okay. All right. Everybody ready?
Yep, as ready as I can be.
Does this lead right to the top? Yeah, right?
Looks like it does.
Okay, then once we're in there, away from this room, I would like to summon my friend, if that's okay.
Of course.
I'll need only a minute.
All right. All right. Arius will lead everybody through, and who would be taking up the rear?
Me,
I can
probably.
take it in the rear.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't want to make the joke.
That's not that's not productive. Come on.
Vesta,
bad.
can you close the door behind us?
Yeah, sure. I just like very, very slowly close it.
Okay,
Slam the
slide it.
door really
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, I got it. Ah, shit. All right, so yeah, you cautiously slide it and then pull it back in, and you hear a little as it like settles back in and locks back into place.
Okay.
There are
and
continual
then-
flames every periodically up the wall, by the way, so this area is lit. So
Oh. Yeah, I would like to conjure my celestial quaddle. Then once we're inside, quaddle.
Croissant.
Quaddle.
are you finished summoning your croissant?
Croissant. Croissant.
All right. So, all right. So you lead your ways up. He summons. He begins floating. The little snake-like fellow. Greetings, my lady.
Hello.
And,
Lucian, that's him.
What the fuck is that?
That's a quaddle.
I am a celestial. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Interesting.
For the record, he
I'm
speaks to you
glad-
telepathically. By the way, he does,
Yeah,
his,
this is
his little snake mouth
telepathic, yeah.
does not move.
I am glad he's on our side.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Zelia's boyfriend.
You shall most benefit from my presence being here.
Alright, well, Arius, lead the way.
It's all you're up here with me. Take point. and look out for any traps.
Okay.
Can we control cast? Actually, how long is that? That's a minute. Yeah, you know what? It is 3 of these per day. I would like it to cast Bless on Arius itself and whoever else would want it. If there's anyone who really wants it. Who wants Bless?
Sketchy's
Anyone?
deafened, so.
Oh, Sketchy's deafened. Well, Sketchy's not getting it. Kieran, do you want?
Take Bless, why not?
Okay, then the 3 of them get
Okay.
Blessed with Cortol
Tell them
itself,
who wants it,
Arius.
who really, really wants it. I'll tell you who
I'll
blessed
tell
it,
you
who
who
really,
really
really
want
blessed it.
So what does Bless do again?
It's just 1d4 again.
D4.
Oh, okay.
To everything ever and King cries silently.
Yeah,
Okay,
even
so
worse than the
Never fail a
Bolden.
skill
Yeah.
check ever again.
at least this one costs a spell slot, or in his case, a use of it. Like, yeah,
Yes, and
but-
concentration, and
Yeah,
it's only 1 minute. So
yeah.
let me know when the minute passed by.
Okay. So you begin. I mean, are you going up the stair? Okay. Now, if you want to go up the
Yes.
stairs stealthily, you got to re-stealth me here. So
Okay. All right, I'll re-stealth you.
get stealthy, get swifty,
I
get on the floor and
suppose.
shit on the floor walls. I don't know.
Whoa.
Get-
What the?
Oh,
No
wow.
way,
I
Spaz
didn't realize
Talk
Fast Talk
Yeah.
wrote a new banger. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Alright, okay.
Oh
okay.
yeah, get stealthy. You should shit on the walls after you're blackface drunk. You know.
Blackface.
What
troll.
face? What face?
And you were
Chuck?
worried about making a different joke earlier, huh? That's a
Blackout drunk is what I meant to say. But
That's
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
You meant blackout drunk.
Blackface drunk. Oh
well,
fuck.
because he's got poo on his face now, so
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Anyways,
that was the intention.
Did you hear me?
Well,
Did you hear-
never
did you hear what
let
I
him
said?
cook
No, what
again.
number did you get for stealth?
30.
30. Okay. So yeah, you basically float off the ground and just glide up the stairs. You're so quiet. At
No
that point, so.
footsteps.
He moves
Love
so
that.
quickly, his feet just like fly in the air.
Like he smells a freshly cooked pie.
You begin slipping your way up, and around. Are we looking for traps actively?
Yes.
Please roll perception check then.
Well, I take it that's what the Cortal.
Well, the Kotar can do it.
Is here
Zelia,
for.
yeah,
Bless
Zelia can do it. Yeah, Zelia can do it as well because I have advantage and a plus 11 to
Well,
perception.
Someone should do it, so.
So, do you want me to do? Do you want to yourself? Do you want to do it yourself?
Well, I know. Well, I know we used it early. I know we used it when we were going through the hells earlier because the Cortal has True Sight.
Yes, it has True Sight. Yeah, actually, wait. Yeah, right. It has True Sight, which means it sees invisible objects, visual illusions, transformations, and it has detect magic that it can cast at will. But for traps itself that aren't magical, it wouldn't have anything special to spot them.
Okay.
But I can look for it if you want to.
Yeah,
Keep
we'll
an eye
have.
out.
Yeah, we can have you do it then.
Okay, then I'll give myself guidance on top of that, so I have 2d4s. Oh boy, disgusting. Ugh. Ugh.
Brother,
Ugh. This
ugh.
is like the minimum I could fucking get, almost.
That's insane.
Hold on. I think that's a 21.
21. Okay. Well, going up, you're basically trying to look
Ew.
past Arius's butt to look at the floor and see if you spot anything in the walls. Eventually, you do see that one of the steps that Arius is approaching to, there's a bit of a gap in there, and it looks like there's gears underneath the step, like it can be moved.
Careful. There's gears there? Right there, and I'll point at the... Yeah, I'll point at
I'll
the
look at where
stair.
she's looking.
Okay.
Good catch.
Thank you.
I'll skip that step.
Okay.
And I'll encourage the others to do the same.
All right, you'll skibbity over the step, gotcha, and then...
Oh my god.
I'm killing him.
I'm gonna roll to attack the DM.
Hey! Let me have my goofy fun too. Oh, Hawk gets to talk about getting railed properly and or whatever, or take it in the rear, and then I can't make a skibbity jokes. Okay, I see. How it is.
You never said that one.
All right,
Yeah,
so
as
you
well.
guys,
Are you less
You're just
Go-
imagining things.
you guys go up the step one by one, passing that one. Go up a little bit ways more. Eventually, Zelia, you see another one that looks the exact same, another step like out of place, basically.
Careful, another one. Right. Why are there so many?
There's steps.
Probably to keep people like us from making it past here.
Yeah, sounds right.
No, I don't think so.
I believe so. I don't know why the tall metallic one would think otherwise.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Delia's
I don't
like,
think.
it's wrong.
Ignore him. All right, so you
Oh, he's
guys
still here.
continue.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I still
Continue.
matter, guys. Come on.
Uh,
All right, so
Anyway.
continue on over across that step. You go further and further. As you go further and further, I mean, I assume you're being cautious. You know, you're being stealthy, so you're going kind of slow. You're about to get to the top, Arius. I'm gonna say the minute has passed at this point. It's a pretty tall staircase, so the bless will end.
Okay, then I would like it to recast the bless.
Okay. Put it on again.
Yeah, same people. Fuck it, why not?
Okay. Eventually, you realize you are getting close to the top of the staircase. You can see the continual flames are starting to end as darkness starts to like creep in, but you do see the from the holes in the roof. You can only really see the roof from from how low you are right now from the staircase, but you see the holes, the moonlight coming in. It'll light the way enough. Inside, from a distance, you know what? Make a perception check, Arius, because you're in the front.
With 2d4s.
Gotcha. 17.
Okay. Nice. So you don't hear everything, but you hear a bit of conversation coming around to your ears. It's a bit muffled, a bit hard to make out, but you hear bits and pieces of it, of a male and a female arguing. Voices seem... I mean, you can't say for 100% certainty, but they do seem to be people that you know, hopefully. Otherwise, you might need to get your undead ears checked, so... But... I've heard enough out of you! Be quiet! Is that gonna end the way you want it to? Believe me! Oh, it's gonna go exactly how I want it to. And they're just kind of bickering back and forth right now.
Okay. So this door in front of us.
There's no door.
there
It's
a
just,
keyhole?
it's just an open doorway. It's an open archway.
I was gonna say, is it made of wood?
No, it's just a hole in the wall. Yeah.
Is it made of wood?
It's a hole in the wall. You
I'm
can see the
gonna-
roof and everything. So that's why I said you stopped a bit lower, because once you cross that threshold, if someone turns and like looks in that area or something, they might see you. So I figured you'd kind of stay kind of low and just like you're basically the final step. Your eyes are on the par with, you know, roughly. So
Got it. Okay. We are going to use my overmatter totem once more to pop out one of my eyeballs.
okay.
Ow.
And stealthily send it floating into the room so I can get a gander at what is going on.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me 1 second then, because it looks like I'm gonna have to change the screen for you guys. So you're all on this staircase, like right over here, and this open way kind of like it leads through this like furniture and stuff here, and you can see through it. The little eye is now floating like about right here. I assume you're gonna move it all throughout. You eventually see the various
Is that fucking Virgil?
Oh,
not,
God.
Not exactly. It's actually it's a weird like fan art piece, but yeah, sure. I didn't have art made for him, so what do you want
I
from me?
am the
Guys.
storm that is approaching.
Guys, suddenly I really don't want to fight Nigel anymore.
Bro, he is the storm that's approaching. He's gonna fuck our shit up. Where's his plastic chair?
So anyway,
He's gonna kick our ass, bro.
the eye flies through. You see, this is almost being made into like a homey kind of place. There's like cutlery and stuff even. There's a few bookshelves in the back here, and you see at the back there is some kind of like ceremonial like table here, and your brother and your wife are basically standing at the edge by it, arguing. Of course, you can't hear anything because
Awesome.
you sent the eye in. So, but yeah, that's what you see.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
Oh no, my
Okay.
token.
That gives me a good idea of where everything is. So I take it, like, because of the way that this works, we're occupying the correct space then? Every cube of 4 squares is gonna be 5 feet then?
Actually, well, yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes the most sense, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh.
make it bigger so you could see everything better,
Yeah.
so.
That's, yeah.
Oh, I see.
That means this isn't gonna work. Unless we
Oh,
wanted,
can we
unless we wanted
change-
to shrink ourselves.
I
If we
mean,
could
do
I
you want to go
suppose.
smaller, and we'll just put you all in fives?
Yeah, because like that way we can use the
Oh my
the.
god, we're so tight.
the-
It'll make it
the
easier, but yeah,
measurements.
you become really small, so, I mean, we can do it. I don't care. But...
That's fine by me.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'll just zoom in.
Alright, so I guess
I'm just gonna pretend I'm larger than life.
we'll make Spaztak slightly bigger, because, you know,
Yep.
reasons. But, okay, then
He's a
I'm
big
gonna,
man.
I'll shrink them down, too, because otherwise Nigel is
Oh.
unusually, he must have cast enlarge on himself, so.
Damn.
okay.
Arius, I didn't realize you dated an Amazonian woman. That's crazy. Why is she so tall? Why is she so big?
I must have
Man, it's
answers
called-
immediately.
I must have answers. Where did you procure?
Westerson, actually.
My sincerest apologies. Dab Subsilia.
I do not understand what we are discussing in this moment.
All right. He's gonna signal the rest of them to follow him slowly and quietly as he because you said this was like stacked up furniture.
Yeah, it's like furniture that's kind of put there. There's like a gap where you can kind of squeeze yourselves through it.
Is Spastalk able to squeeze through?
No idea. It's past talk.
He might have to move something. It's movable, but
Yeah, or he can cast like reduce on himself for a second.
That's
there.
true. Yeah.
Mhm,
Okay. We'll
But he
worry
is
about that
AFK,
when we
so
get there.
Lamau. Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. For now, we'll
Alright.
just.
all right. As you take that last step, the step sinks in under your foot, and the horns in the room.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That-
That,
That's insane.
that trap had a higher. You had to roll higher to catch that trap.
Yeah.
So
Well, shit.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, at that point, I'm just going to say fuck it and squeeze my way through here.
okay.
The eye is still watching him, so I'm assuming I'm seeing that Nigel is understandably freaking out and trying and approaching.
Yeah, well, yeah, he kind of like pushes Valerie back, and he's like out of the way, and he turns, but he actually starts grinning. So after he hears that sound, so
Ooh.
Oh, what a punk
Yeah.
bitch.
All right. Let's see.
what
So
a
we're gonna
punk
go-
bitch, yeah.
Well, am I wrong?
I didn't say you were wrong.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
All right,
Give yourself your little
we're
dots, by
gonna
the way.
Oh yeah.
here.
What else I need to give myself? Blue one.
You have blue and
for-
yellow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because you have Bless and Emboldening Bond on you right now. Same for Arius.
Da.
Just in case. Is everyone everyone's emboldening bonded, right?
Yes,
I
everyone
just don't know how
except
to
for
do this to
Quaddle.
myself.
Yeah, you click on your thing, and then you click on the...
Alright, I'll put 'em
Yeah, but... Yeah, okay. For future, you can
Oh, okay, there.
you click
Yeah, I
this
see
thing, the
it.
little
Yeah,
blue.
he's-
Yeah.
and you're blessed too, so there you go. Bro has a 1 in his armor class slot now. So
Yeah.
Sketchy's just gonna, he's like, well, or Spazstock is just gonna be like, screw it, and so he just moves this thing out of the way, so. Come out, wherever you are. I'm waiting.
All right. Yeah, Varius is just gonna start walking out.
What's happening? Can I do a really quick look around, like, the upper floor where we are right now to look for enemies?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
If
Roll,
yeah, if
roll
I
a
wanna see-
perception check.
Yeah, I want to see if there's any hidden ones around. Bro, eat my tiny wiener! That is a 25.
What a self-report. That's crazy.
Fine. Okay. From what you can see in the vicinity, there are no other figures currently. What you
Okay.
do notice is that there are some
Oh.
some kind of arcane sigils on this this archway here. Just FYI, so you might not want to cross that threshold just yet.
Yes, I was going to
Hint:
tell...
DM wants to monologue for a moment. So,
Okay, sorry.
but yeah, no, I mean like in that case, like don't you might not want to go like all the way right here, right, just yet. So.
Yeah, I would
Crosses
warn...
arms, huffs, pouts, realizes I don't have Eldritch Blast ready for the monologue.
Yeah, I would warn everyone about the arcane sigils. Just
Okay.
FYI.
I would also like to. Well, no, I'll wait for now and tell you later. So it's not important right now. So.
Somehow I feel like it's important right now.
I'd like to let you know that hidden underneath this table is a whole army of enemies waiting to crawl out.
That's not.
They are currently enjoying a nice picnic and a game of cards. You do not notice them because they're really shy and they're not talking much.
You're all really tiny now, so it's hard to
What
make
do
this
you
look dramatic because you're so tiny. But it's fine. So.
Can we move Spastalk?
Yeah, I think you
Oh, there he is.
you should have some of you should have control. So.
I don't have...
He's back-
Oh yeah,
he's
now
back.
we now we
I'm
do.
back. What's
Welcome
up,
back.
There he is.
We got spotted.
Yeah, we got spotted.
Yeah, you
Which
guys
is
got
Oh,
called?
spotted.
spotted. Oh, okay. Right. That was expected.
When you, I
seems
mean, you
like-
all step out, but when you step out, he looks like dead at you.
Why are you
Oh
laughing?
gods. Oh, I honestly thought my little brother was crazy. Everything he was preaching on and on about after I beat it out of him, I thought it was complete nonsense, that he was just upset, making up bullshit, but there was a small part of me that really thought it was possible, and my eyes do not deceive me, do they, Arius?
You really pulled out all the stops for me, didn't you?
Well, come on. I wasn't about to let you just raid our house and come get me and confront me and stab me. Like, I mean, what kind of a person would do that?
Yeah. What kind of a person?
Well, perhaps one who's smart enough to lure you into his own little trap. I mean, you were really dumb enough to come up here to confront me. I know you are desperate for revenge. I don't even know how you're standing here right now. I guess I didn't do a good enough job, but, well, you can't just let it go, huh?
Not a chance. Especially not when you threaten especially not when you threaten our family, my wife, and whatever twisted plans you have for my son.
Oh, but come on, your family's here with me, and they're fine. Look at her. Valerie, do speak to the man. She is gobsmacked staring at you. It's not possible. But you're really there, Arius. And she begins to walk, and he puts his hand out. That's close enough. But yes, my dear, it seems all those tears you shed were for no reason. My pathetic little brother is here after all.
Calling me pathetic when you lure me outside of the city and gang up on me with an entire army, including our own brother.
Consider it a compliment. It took more than me to deal with you. Oh, woohoo, and he, like, claps his hands. All hail the Demon Thorn, the man who spent more time sharpening his blades and slaying people than focusing on the damn family business.
You knew I never wanted that seat. I would have gladly given it to Evan if he had had the will to take it.
Didn't want it.
From the beginning.
Didn't want it, didn't deserve it is more like it. I am the eldest brother. I am the one that studied the hardest. I am the one that spent restless nights working to keep the business going, to get new clients for our family. And father just scoffed at me and said my methods were abysmal, too abhorrent. What did he know? He got what was coming to him when he faded away.
You dare speak about our father that way? The man who raised us, taught us everything we knew. He loved us.
Loved us? No, he loved you. You were the golden boy. You had the golden ticket. You were the one who was going to inherit everything. Well, the rest of us were going to be kicked to the curb. I spoke to our brothers. Evan didn't want to hear anything about it. He simply said if that's what father wants, that's what father gets. We have to find our own paths in life. Bullshit! If I was supposed to find my own path, then here I stand now. With the one with the means, with the power, with the family behind me, to lead the True Bloods to being, hell, not just back to our greatness, but perhaps we'll be the next kings of Alikara. We'll be the new royal family. Because, come on, once I control the criminal underground, once I control our household, nothing will get in my way.
You've spent so long tarnishing our name and involving ourselves with criminal organizations, and now you talk about taking over, being a king? You wouldn't know the first thing about leading.
I beg to disagree, because I've led you here. When I heard there was someone messing up my plans, and then when Griffin told me it could possibly be you, I knew you would stop at nothing to proclaim the things most precious to you. And now here you stand, more arrogant and confident than I have ever been in my life, for you believe this will be an easy fray, and he draws his sword from his hilt. So, dear brother, if you really believe you can take me, why don't we make this interesting? Step past those sigils. Face me one-on-one. No gimmicks, no companions. You and me will do combat here and now. And this time, when I remove your head from your shoulders and spit on your corpse, the True Blood family will be mine and mine alone.
You really think I'm dumb enough to just walk past these sigils, knowing that you've laid out this trap for me? Get bent. Why don't you come over here and face me yourself?
Yes, let's see. I go over there, challenge you to a one-on-one duel, and the minute I get the upper hand, one of your little friends will go, "Oh, let me quietly cast a spell and start healing you while I'm not paying attention." I don't think so. Look who you have on your side, and look who I have and he turns to your wife, on mine. And she kind of takes a step back from him. I believe I'm the one holding all the cards here. If you want to see her, and he looks up at the ceiling, and if you want to see him again, or for the first time, you'll meet me on my turf.
He looks up, so Arius will kind of like follow where his gaze is.
So,
what is he looking at?
So looking up, you see there's like these 4 pillars on the walls back here, and each has like a little like gargoyle statue on them that's like bronze and fancy looking. And in between it all, where their lights, the light kind of glistens off all of them, is this glowing yellow sphere about 60 feet off the ground, and your son is trapped inside of it, and he's like floating in midair, and he's basically crying, and you can't really hear him. He's just like inside, so you can't really hear him. So.
Sadistic fuck! How
Don't
dare you!
Don't worry, he'll be completely safe in there. I figured, he wouldn't want his father's blood getting on him and everything. I'm doing the boy a favor. Besides, look at it this way, Arius. You never wanted the father role anyway. You knew that boy was a mistake, a lapse in your own judgment, just like everything else in your life. But don't worry. Once you are dead, I'll make sure Valerie is happy enough, and I'll raise your son better than you ever could.
Arius immediately unsheaths his blade and goes into his blade song.
Okay.
I am going to make you regret everything you just said.
I'd love to see you try. So, those are fighting words, I would like to point out. So, I don't know, what piece should I go with here?
Are they really?
Yes!
I saw them
Man.
as surrendering words. I'm going to be real with you.
It would really suck if someone dispelled magic those arcane sigils. Aw.
Yeah, that would suck.
I really thought you were about to say the yellow ball his son's sitting in.
I would fucking murder you. This is Joysticks as a player talking.
Are you going to meet him on his turf or not?
Yeah, he goaded me. Arius
Okay.
Arius would be just hot-headed enough to like let him be goaded into
Okay.
walking past these sigils.
Then I'm going to say you get about here.
Oh.
If you're going to walk
That-
that far. Yeah, you get about
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
The sigils glow, and a purple barrier forms behind you, and it blocks off this side from that side completely. I need, because I want to be fair to you all, everybody roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh, golly gosh.
I can add both of my d4s to this, right?
I would like to
That's a
point
good
out, at this
question.
time, Blessed will be over because of that argument, so...
Yeah, makes sense. So I can just get the 1d4 then.
It does have, yeah, but yeah, depending on how long would the argument would have lasted, because I don't think the quarter could have, because it has one more use of bless, and I wanted to use it for the combat, but I don't know if it like would have been able to tell. Actually, would have probably seen areas start to run in, and then that's when it would have cast it again. I think that makes sense.
Would it have known to do that? Or would you be telling him to do that?
I would be telling it to do that.
Okay, then we'll say he'll use his last use of it and start it up on this turn. So,
Yes.
same 3 people as Arius runs in.
Yeah, Arius, Spastok, and Lucian.
Alright, so I'll get
Okay,
one of these.
so he doesn't get.
So let me get this clear.
My initiative roll as a total was a 38.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's why we leave him at the top all the time. So, okay,
I got a 31.
31. Okay,
I got a 24. And then the quarter needs to roll.
okay, 24. Yeah, I gotta add in. Does he not just? Oh, I thought he goes after you. He just okay.
No, he does. Wait, actually,
goes
good
a
question.
turn.
I forgot. No, it has its own initiative.
Someone's gotta roll for
but-
Albertus, by the way. So.
Yes. Can you do that while I roll for my quarter?
Yeah, of course I can.
I got a. Is that a 15? Is it just like the dexterity modifier for it? It should be, right? Yeah, it's just the dexterity. Yes, that is a 15 on the quarter.
A 15.
Albert's got a 16.
Okay, Spastok.
I got a very respectable 19.
Oh,
You can
wait!
add your, nice, you can even
Yeah.
add your 2d4s if you didn't already.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, so you can add your 2d4s.
2d4s?
Yeah, because you have
Yes.
Blessed and Building Bond.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 23.
Okay, so
Nice.
I'm at 23. Okay, so everyone's up. Okay, so Arius, you walk through the barrier. You roll initiative rolls. Everyone's ready for a fight. As you walk through the barrier, the effects on you, both of them end.
Okay.
The rest of you are fine, but you're gonna have to fight him there. The 4 gargoyles that are back here glow, and from their mouths they fire beams into him. His eyes glow, and even in the image, flames begin to burn off of him. Maybe you earned your strength, but I'm smart enough to craft it for myself. Just like I crafted these. And from the shadows. Because he can't have all the fun. Creatures begin to materialize out of the shadows.
Yippee! We also get to fight.
Of course.
Hooray!
They are followed by an additional character as a large
Ooh.
Who's this punk bitch?
Torchbearer.
Just that, a bitch.
we add these additionals, fellas, to the initiative count to keep it dramatic and everything.
Love that, by the way.
Of course, that's what we want to do. Let me see. Okay. Fuck, he rolled terrible. Okay. Knight gets 16. What do the creepers get? Oh,
man.
figures they roll
Creeper.
better. Figures they roll better. All right. Oh well. Not great, but it's fine. Okay. We got a little time to go here. So, top of the turn order, Lucian, you are up.
Awesome. Then with my movement, I'm gonna move myself and jump onto the table itself. Give
Okay.
myself a little bit more elevation, as it were.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to sharpshooter this fella twice.
Big guy.
Ooh.
Okay.
First one to hit is a 21 because I reduced a 5 from it.
21. That does hit, yes.
Awesome. And the second one is that's a 19 with a like the
You
minus
can-
5 as well.
You can add your d4s to one of those.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll do this for the second one. Okay, that's a 21 again.
It hits them.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm going to fire both shots at him, which is a 25 on the first one. And on the second one is a 22.
All right. With your keen eye, you fire out. He takes those hits, reacting to them. You notice he probably doesn't take as much damage as you'd like him to.
Go figure, go figure. go
Bro's
figure.
weapon is not magical. That's crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's a little cringe, but like, you know what? We make do because, you know, at the end of the day, I am really cool sometimes. So I am going to take this opportunity to use my bonus action
Oh no.
to grant Zelia bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, you know, he'll simply just call out, "Look, do what you can. See if you can, I don't know, deal with these faster or check out whatever this fucking sigils do."
I'll try.
And that'll be the bardic inspiration.
Huge. Thank you.
And then I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. Arius, it is your turn.
Cool. How far away am I from Mr. Nigel here? I'm gonna get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I can't quite make it to him, but that's okay. I'm gonna get here.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on Nigel.
Okay. I'm on the GM layer, so I can't put it on him. There we go. That's concentration now. I'm going to give him something else. Nope, that's Emboldened Bond. Damn it! All right, fine. He's there. Hunter's Mark.
Okay. And then I'm going to... What do I want to do? What do I want to do here? You know what? Fuck this guy. We're gonna cast a second level magic missile on him.
Okay.
Love that.
Very nice.
So for second level is 4 darts, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Whoop, hello. Okay. All right. Wait. Is it 1d4 plus? Oh, wait. Right. Okay, so it's okay. So 4, 8, 12, 16. All right, that's 16 force damage plus. No, never mind. Sorry, because Hunter's Mark is only yeah, because spells wouldn't count as a weapon attack.
Spells don't. Those are spell attacks. So yeah, Hunter's
Yeah,
Mark is
yeah,
for
alright.
weapon attacks. So all right, but you still create the spheres and you fire them out. They hit him just square in the stomach. And he looks down and like he's kind of like bent over, almost like surprised you were able to hit him with something like that. Well, you have picked up a few tricks now, haven't you?
More than you're prepared for.
We'll see. Anything else?
It was bonus. Yeah, that was bonus and action. So no, that'll be it.
Okay. Then it's gonna be Nigel's turn.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to... He's just gonna run up on you. He actually kind of like shifts forward. He doesn't even use his feet. He just kind of... And he just like he literally like vibrates like towards you. He's gonna take a couple swings at you with his serrated rapier.
Okay.
Let's see, and he is going to use Call of the Damned to get advantage on these attacks.
Yakers.
So that's a 22 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. It's 23 now, really, with Blade Song?
It's 23. Yeah.
Okay.
My god.
Let's make another roll then.
yeah.
That is gonna be a 25 to hit on the second attack.
That one. Yeah. That one will hit.
Okay. Alrighty then. So that is going to be. Okay, rolled max. That is. So that's going to be 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus-
burn a superior. Oh, go ahead.
No, we got a little more here. Hang on. Plus 6 radiant damage.
No.
Is that already doubled?
No, that's what I rolled on the D8 of radiant damage you take. So
So
that's
it's-
actually
so it's
12. So
12.
that's 14 and 12 damage total for 26.
Okay.
Because you're undead, so you are vulnerable to radiant damage.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna hit up. We're gonna hit up a superior die to parry at least the weapon damage, which it's 8. All right. So that reduces it by 9. So that goes down to what, 5?
Well, hang on. So we're talking 26 damage total.
Yeah, but I'm
so-
talking about the weapon damage.
Okay. Then yeah, so 14 and 9. So yeah, that's 5 plus 12 now. So
Okay, so 17.
yeah, 17 damage total. So he'll swing up once at you and you easily parry him. As he cuts with a quicker speed, he slices through your leg. You're prepared for a regular cut, but the radiant damage burns within you. You having to use your fortification to basically make the wound not be so bad, but realizing he is also prepared for this, and he grins. Yes, don't worry. I know exactly what you are.
Should have expected as much.
Okay. Bonus action. He is going to use his. He's just going to use grant a command. He's just going to point out to one of these guys. Get him moving. Let the big guy. He's just gonna point out. Get to work. And so the big guy gets to use his movement speed, even though it's not his turn. So there we go.
Oh, cool.
So he's gonna head towards you guys. And that is going to be Nigel's turn. Zalia, we'll find out what you're doing next week because that's where we're ending today's session.
Cringe.
Wait, are you actually serious? Oh my god.
All right.
Freeze us,
Joy
man.
Joy does have to leave at a
sorry.
set time, and
Yeah,
because this
I do
is
have to
his arc, we have to be respectful of that
Yeah.
and end a little
Sorry,
early
guys.
today. So
It's
there-
quite
that's-
alright. I
and that's
get it.
completely
Sorry,
understandable.
y'all.
We got a full session in. No worries, everyone. So no worries. So we will continue.
No
the-
worries.
I'm worried.
Well, you can be worried. It'll be fun, but. Wait, so dragons don't
What's
have
his name,
wieners
Mr.
like me,
Hands?
where it's on the inside? I mean, it used to be on the outside, but then I pushed it in and it got stuck. So.
Oh no,
Oh,
no, if that's the case, then you are like a dragon.
Yakuza! Dome dome! Alright.
Bro, I've managed to single-handedly brain rot this group. I love this. Thank you. It's an honor.
Kieran, I've known you, how many, like 6 years now? I've been brain rotted since about 3 months into our friendship, so.
Yeah, basically.
But it's okay, I accept you for your brain rot, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a special card that says congratulations, you now have brain rot when you get to the 6-month mark in a relationship with
The worst part is that's so real. I sent him like a little fruit basket and everything.
So what, instead of AA,
Are the
it's
cards
KC,
laminated?
Kieran's Chaos, and he just, here's your, everyone, King got his 1-year chip of putting up with Kieran's shit and getting brain rot, so.
Yes, the cards are laminated.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna basically get like little coins like the Alcoholic Anonymous people get.
Exactly.
1 year stuck with Kieran.
You say stuck with, but it's been a pleasure knowing you. Like 50% of the time, anyway.
I want to say a good 45% of the time is positive.
Okay. I gotta meet Kieran halfway, so.
Yeah, gotta meet me halfway somehow, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fucking treat to be around. I cannot deny that. But
Humble,
other
too.
people aren't me, so they won't necessarily have the same mindset as I do.
Oh yeah, I mean, people walk up to me on the street and say, "Hey, King, go fuck yourself," and I say, "You know what? I think I will. I am very fuckable, thank you." So.
Hey man, go fuck yourself. I mean, at least someone's doing it.
Yeah, if I insist. Come on. I thought someone just yelled Yahtzee.
Did he like run over his toe with his
Deception.
chair?
Sorry, no, I just almost fell out of my chair.
Fucking idiot!
Are you drinking?
No. I
Iced
wish I
tea.
was.
Not yet.
We'll see how D&D goes.
Hold up. If one decides to fuck themselves, would they be mid? Because they can't be a top and bottom at the same time.
As a switch, but yes, I would be.
Yeah, for the switch, you fucking virgin. Jesus Christ, what a good. This is crazy, Reno. I thought you were cool.
No. Because a switch
Immediate
would be
hostility is
switching
wild.
positions constantly, but
That's
we would
also
you
not
would
how
be in a
that works, bro.
constant
Do you
state of between them.
even have sex, bro? I thought you had a girlfriend. What's going on?
Get one of those pussy relationships where you're actually nice to each other and not just boning 24/7.
It
What is
just
that? You
be the-
respect her as a partner? What the hell?
Oh man, we respecting women up in this chat? Okay.
That's great.
I don't think I can say that while I'm live, actually, but oh well.
Somebody in chat just goes, "The hell are you guys talking about?"
Don't worry about it.
Do not question it, bro. It's fine.
This is why we just start stream like this. We screw doing an intro. It's just this.
It's this. It's peak.
Welcome back to another episode of Barbaricism, and I don't think that's a word, but we'll invent it for the sake of.
That sounds
continuity.
cool. I like that. That's a cool word, man.
Thank you.
Welcome back to this
campaign
week's
where we
episode
do-
of
Barbarians.
Critical Hole.
That's the-
Where a bunch of nerdy ass porn stars come around to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Critical hole. Oh no, I rolled a nat 1. I guess you're not getting inserted today. Aww. Oh man.
See, that's where you get stuff like roll for reach around. That's where it would apply.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
the
just that
tagline-
clip.
The tagline is "We never fade to black."
I was gonna say roll for performance, but okay, that's fair enough.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
Oh, I'm putting this in the VOD. I don't care.
Yeah,
Roll for
Please,
distance.
Steve!
Roll for distance.
Roll for distance.
I missed something funny.
All right, guys. Instead
a
of,
lot of
You wouldn't understand it anyway. Don't worry about it.